Renars podcast.
Who we have in the house here? We have, oh my God, finally he's here. It took us a while.
Oh my God, 2.5 hours, bro. That's how much I love you. 2.5 hours.
Jay Chris is in the house, also known as the Smallspartan. What's up, buddy?
What up, G?
Give me
How
that
you
little
doing?
thing. Fuck, man. So glad that you're here. Glad you made
bro,
it.
it's been like, what, 1 billion years later?
It's been a while. It's been a while. We were just chatting about this, how it all happened, and it's good that I always start with how we met. I think we met about 8-9 years ago in Beckton, East London Gymnastics.
Mm-hmm. I think Primrose as well, no?
Primrose, I joined you guys afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. I came, join you, but I think that was specifically just to do that video, which we can talk about a little bit later because I did the interview. Yeah, so I noticed you in Beckton doing some crazy shit on the bars. You were not even sure what the hell you're doing.
No, did not have no clue, bro.
all I saw was this little dude with the socks on, and he's just doing his tricks. And almost every time you guys finished your sessions, it was like something was broken.
Yeah, that was our fault. Do you know what? It was the big guys. It's because you guys like your size will break the bars, and then I would get the blame because I'm the loudest mouth in there. And then they were like, "Jay, your people, bro." I'm like, "Bro."
That's how it works. And when I met you, you got into calisthenics only about a year or year and a half ago. Because as a proof is in that video, what I was checking, there was like, how long you guys been doing it? It was about like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's all together, it's almost been like a decade now.
Nearly a decade. Nearly. Like I would say like 8 to 9 years. 8 to 9 years. Bro, it's been a while, man.
It's been insane. Like I'm so curious about the journey and instead of like recapping things what you talked about already, I checked a couple of the podcasts you've done before, and you were talking about your upbringings and stuff like that, and like how you got in calisthenics, and you said I didn't want to get calisthenics. You basically didn't want to go to gym, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go join these guys in the park and stuff, and that's how it all started. And yeah, it's just really cool to see how. And I remember that you said that when you were like younger, you like couldn't figure out what the fuck to do with my life and like what is going to be the thing, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And then you found the thing.
Yeah. It was accidental, actually. It was accidental because like I did like when you're at that age, you kind of just like experiment with yourself, your mind and your body, and your brain kind of don't know where it is. You know, you're just living in the moment, and then you just find something. You're like, hang on, I like this shit.
Yeah.
I like this shit. And you don't even know why you like this shit. Probably get a little bit of a dopamine and you're like, oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's carry on doing it. It's
and
like
it's
drugs.
Your phone is ringing.
Oh, look, someone's always calling my phone.
Yeah, you're just so busy.
2.5 hours.
Did you put it on silence?
Yeah, it's on this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
That's what's up. So what was I was thinking about? I was thinking about so it was Primrose Hill, 6:00 every evening, and just go and hang out with your dudes. And I remember when I came in, it was like a year and a half later. You guys already been doing that. It's all established. I just like the vibe. Like the vibe was just so camaraderie, supporting each other.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, I really like that you mentioned that people called you Jerusalem Bunny.
Yeah.
And I really.
Damn! Oh my god, that's a throwback, bro.
How long ago? So what do they call you now? The Big G?
I fucking wish, bro. Still the same size. Bro, you're so funny. I still got that energy, man, but I learned how to hold it in.
But it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, man. Because I also remember in gymnastics, you guys were the loudest ones. It's whether you or trickers, because trickers also, as soon as they land a trick, they're like, whoa, run and go. Yeah. And you guys, I remember you were like supporting your dudes all the time. You're very loud, and that's beautiful, you know?
I think you need that when you work out, right? You need, even if you do the most minor thing, you kind of need that support is to make you do more, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, look who's calling me. Big Spartan.
No, dude. We could get him on the phone, by the way.
Not now. No.
We could get him in.
We could get him in, but...
We literally could get him in.
I'm going to text him and say, sorry, I can't talk right now.
Nice one. So Big Sparta, let's talk about Big Sparta, guys. So you guys were together, you two who decided to create the company called the Spartans, like Bar Sparta. Yeah. And that is already, again, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
so,
that business started like 6 years. So we're like 6 years in, 7 years in.
Right. And then when you say business, what does it do as a business?
So we teach people functional training and calisthenics workouts. So people from the very beginning of their journey, even to people that can do muscle ups and backflips and stuff. So we just teach people the way of what we do, bro.
That's great. So do you guys have a gym? It's been having a gym or it's...
No, so we want to have a gym. We want to open a gym. We need to find the right time.
Right.
Because I'm doing so much in my current life right now, as we're going to talk about it soon.
Yeah.
I'm doing so much. I don't think I have the time to sit in a gym for at least 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
opening a gym is not something so minor. You got to dedicate your life.
I think you need people. You need people who are going to be there and doing that. You can be
Yeah.
coming in as a big G ambassador and show how it's done.
But you know what, bro? I'm that type. Like I want to be there on the journey. I don't want to just hire people.
Right.
I want to be there with the people that I hired. I want to be doing it with them. You know, I'm the type to call myself a leader to a point where I like to be with my people, not trying to tell them what to do. I like to be with them, and I think that's like the Spartan attitude. Like in a movie, Spartan 300, Leonidas, he rode out with his Spartans. He didn't send them out; he went with them. You know, and I'm that type. I want to be with my people. I don't want to just be like, oh, you do this, you do that. Yeah, you teach this class, you do that. No, I'll teach them with you. We'll do it together. You know, we're a family.
I don't know, for some reason I was thinking about that scene where Leonidas kneeled, but just because the other guy jumped on his back and cut the fucker's head off.
Yeah, that shit's dope. I actually got a full tattoo because of that. Look at that. I got a whole tattoo of Leonidas kicking the messenger in the hole.
Sweet. Yeah. That's the messenger get kicked in the... Oh, showing the camera? Just turn around? Here you go.
Way, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Sweet. That movie and that actor is in one of your movies you chosen, so we're gonna talk about it later. So that guy's a big G. I like how you use this a lot. Hey G, what's up, big G?
Everyone's a G, man. Everyone's a G in their own way.
Gay, right?
You made me pause there. I was like, what? Gay, right? Wait, whoa.
It just made you questioning, like, your entire life been using big G. Oh, does that man gay?
Oh my god.
I'm guessing gangster.
Yeah.
So gangster gay.
I'm guessing. Gangster gay. Oh my god. Where did you get this guy from?
Oh, fuck,
big
I love
gay.
this.
Imagine that.
I love
Imagine
this.
just calling someone big gay. Hey, big gay.
Yes, what's up, baby? What you want from me? Fuck, I totally forgot what we're talking about. This just started really nice. I love it. Good energy, good stuff. And yeah, so about your gym opening it's obviously you need to be there and all you need to figure out the structure, how it's going to work. Because every time I look on your Instagram, you're all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Dubai is the place you spend the most time, right?
The only reason I like going there is because everything's very new. Everything's very new. They don't really know about what calisthenics is.
Right.
They don't really know about what we do. And it's like me and you. They don't even know. So I like to go there and enlighten them a little bit.
Are you like a messiah?
Kind of, yeah.
Big G Messiah, what's up? I just imagine you with all the shake outfit and just your shades.
Oh, bro, do you know that outfit is so comfortable, bro? Oh my, have you tried it, bro?
The breeze.
Yeah, the breeze. The breeze. Oh my god, right up there. Right up there.
That's what's up. And every time you stand in front of the sun, you can just see that through is just like something dangling there. Yeah. That's what's up. Oh god.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what was the first time you went to Dubai? Why did you went to Dubai, and how did it all started?
I actually lived in a country called Bahrain.
Okay.
So it's like 1 hour away from Dubai, and I opened a gym in Bahrain with an investor over there.
Right.
So I was just there teaching the kids in all the private schools.
Okay.
So we had like a calisthenics curriculum. It's kind of like karate, you work up your belts. So we did the same thing for calisthenics.
Pretty cool.
And trying to get the kids involved into functional training. Because in them countries, bro, they don't even know about them. They just know about
what is
lifting.
push-up?
Yeah. What is a pull-up? They thought it's a Russian thing.
Really? Because I think one of the first videos came from Russia, like doing that stuff.
Russia and Hannibal for King.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, Hannibal, he's like, I remember that guy was just insane.
Yeah.
Just a walking muscle.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone thought it was a prison thing as well.
Yeah.
Until we brought freestyle calisthenics out. Like, I kind of like, wouldn't say established it, but kind of got it out to the world a little bit more.
Right.
Freestyle calisthenics. No one knew about that. Everyone knew about just calisthenics, which is basics, push-ups, pull-ups.
As soon as you figured out how Instagram works, then it just went out.
Yeah.
I love to listen that you didn't even have a phone to post videos.
Oh, mate, BlackBerry days. The BlackBerry days. Hey, what's your BB pin?
I don't even know what it is. I don't think I never had a BlackBerry. I just had like Nokia.
No way.
And then I think I had a shitty iPhone. I don't remember.
Oh, wow, you upgraded quickly.
Or I just didn't have a phone for a long time.
Had a brick phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
man.
self-defense.
So, yeah, I was in Bahrain and then ended up, they were like, oh, Dubai is only 45 minutes away. I was like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Dubai. Is it expensive? Because that's the first thing
Can
you
I
think.
walk?
That's what I was saying. Can I walk with my vest, like in my vest? And
Yeah,
they
or
were like,
just on a camel.
yeah. It's a little bit less stricter than Bahrain. I went there and I realized how westernized it was, bro. Like, it's so westernized.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, but I heard a lot of things about
Bro,
Dubai.
it's so
Yeah,
westernized. They have everything from every country there. They have a London Eye. It's called the Dubai Eye, and it's bigger than our London Eye. How crazy is that?
Are you sure it's actually bigger?
Bro, it's bigger.
Wow.
It's so big. They built it on an island, and they built it so big that the island started to break down, so they stopped using it.
Island started breaking down.
Yeah, they were like, hang on, we can't use this. It's going to break. Let's just leave it as an
It's like,
ornament.
your mama is so fat when she steps on the island and starts breaking down.
So, yeah, I ended up there, and I just ended up meeting so many people over there, and they were very friendly, man. They're very friendly, and like the Arabs over there, they got a lot of time in their hand. A lot of time in their
Yeah,
hand.
because they probably don't do Monday to Friday 8 to 5 jobs.
Some of them don't, but some of them do have jobs. But they're so friendly, man. They love what we do all around the world.
Right.
So even if you're American or English or even Asian, they love. They love all different types of culture.
Oh, that's
you know, and
interesting.
they're very, very open arms over there. That's why I love the Arabs. They're exciting people.
With the place Bahrain, do you have any videos online with that gym? Like, is it still existing?
If you go on my Instagram, you can go scroll all the way down. You probably could see
but
it.
does it still
No, it doesn't.
operating?
It doesn't
Not
exist
anymore.
no more. No, I left after like a year.
Oh, okay.
I was very young, bro.
Right.
I was like 21,
Yeah.
and I missed home so much.
Right. You get homesick.
Yeah, I got homesick, and I just felt like I didn't do enough in the UK
Right,
for me
right.
to just fuck off and go to Bahrain and live the high life. I felt like I needed to go home and do something.
Right.
You know, I might won all the championships, all the competitions and that, but to me that wasn't enough.
Yeah,
I wanted to establish calisthenics as a sport.
Well, and also, if it didn't feel right, it didn't feel
Yeah,
right. You know?
21 is super young. So I
very young.
still didn't even find myself, you know?
I think I lost my virginity around that age. And then I found it.
And then that was it. That was it. I never looked back.
Wait. Hey.
I like that.
That is sound. Okay, and then Dubai just kind of became one of the places you go back and forth. So now if we look on a year, so how long do you spend of the year there, or it's not really planned, or it depends, different years?
So a comp happens there like once a year, but I go there 2 to 3 times a year.
Oh, okay.
I like to go there just to refresh my mind, bro.
Right.
And get away from London. 'Cause
Right.
especially in winter, it's fucking freezing. You know how it is, bro.
Where do you think I was spending last 3 years?
You in Bali, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
what's up.
cold, bro. I can't function here. Like,
Yeah.
I literally cannot function. So
And
that's why I had
that
to go to
leads
Dubai.
me straight away to why don't you come to Bali?
I've always wanted to go Bali. I don't know.
You have
actually-
passport, right? Or
No, I migrated in a shoebox.
because I'm pretty sure Dubai, they're like, oh, you're very cool. Come to our country. We-
It's okay. Let him in.
No, Dubai. I think Bali is definitely a place. It's really up and coming. It's because I'm hanging out around the biggest gyms like Bali MMA. Obviously, that's martial arts and CrossFit.
Okay.
Right, and for the closest to what you do is Nirvana Strength. There's a gym.
I know that gym. Yeah.
So I won't say unfortunately. Fortunately, what happened basically, the original owners, they kind of got bankrupted, and then
Nirvana?
yeah,
Okay.
and then there's a new investors came in, and now this gym is way better, but it doesn't have that vibe anymore. So
Okay.
before that, it had that gritty vibe of like, yeah, we calisthenics,
train,
we're doing this
okay.
stuff. Now it's just like all clean and nice, and it's one of the most expensive gyms out there.
I heard. I heard
So-
it's very commercialized
Yeah,
now, right?
so I mean, like, I don't want to say anything bad. I just like this would happen. A lot of people left, and hopefully it's gonna go back. Maybe then change their policy. I don't know, but
I contacted them. I was gonna do a workshop there, but I think due time I'll end up in Bali.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna happen, bro. I go there, I'm gonna fucking want to stay there, and I don't want that to happen because I still got so much to do here, bro.
but no, why? Like for me, I would say it's enough for me to be there like 5 months maximum.
Yeah.
Because the heat becomes too much.
Is it too much?
It's like it was just so hot. It's like I'm missing.
What's the
actually
hottest
cold.
over there? Like 40?
30 degrees pretty much every day, and it's very sunny. Like you ride your scooter, it doesn't matter naked or jacket on you, and you're just dying, you're sweating all the time. So the way people function there, early in the morning everyone goes trains, and like we go to cold baths and saunas, whatever. Then from
that
like
sounds so
yeah
good.
from like 11 or 12 to like 4 o'clock everyone is hiding like indoors, like in aircon
That
rooms,
hot.
do some work or whatever, which is actually pretty
Sounds
fun.
like Dubai, bro. Honestly, everyone's just in aircon, just
Yeah.
living in aircon.
Yeah. So and then in the evening people go out again. But unfortunately, right now it's just getting super busy there. A lot of people from Russia they're running.
Why?
Well, because
Oh, because of Russia.
yeah, because otherwise you need to go to fight in Ukraine.
Putin, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Please send us response to my email. Well, basically,
Imagine, I will come for you.
where is that shed?
You're not finding this, bro. I'll tell you now, you're not finding this shed.
Because it took you 2 hours to
Oh,
find it.
fuck me, it took me ages. It's a cozy shed, though. It's very cozy.
Oh god, I wish we could put an aircon in here. Like you see, like if it gets like really cold, I have a garden heater,
Oh, wow.
and then on the chairs I put like the electric blankets. That's what's
Oh,
up.
so that's cozy.
That's what's up. Yeah.
That's
so when it's
cozy.
cold, it's really nice. You just get like fresh air. When it's right now, it's not too hot, but when it's getting hotter, oof, then it's not as
When we
good.
planned to do it last week, it was fucking hot.
Yeah, it was
It
really
was
hot.
so hot, bro.
Yeah, it was
now
really
it's
hot.
now it's calm. Now
Because
it's
then I would
nice.
say like, "Welcome to sauna."
Yeah, and it's dripping, dying. You see, like drip.
Okay, let's try to be a little bit serious about this stuff. One thing I think, let's talk about calisthenics. And so being almost a decade involved in all this thing, like let's talk about how it has been evolving since the moment you started and right now. What has there been any, like obviously the COVID didn't help for development and to kind of getting, better and higher.
It did for a little bit, because like all the gyms were closed.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, "Oh, I want to do body weight."
So it was actually better then.
Kind of, to a certain degree,
Hmm.
because it boomed up in COVID for a little bit. Because everyone wanted to jump on this hype of
Right.
calisthenics, blah blah blah. Let me buy equipment. All them companies that sell equipment, like
They made a lot of
Parallettes,
cash.
mate, millionaires now. I should have jumped in.
Here you go, one of the parallettes right there. You see around the corner?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
custom made.
See,
Now it holds my doors.
nice. It's still useful, you see?
Exactly.
Still useful. But yeah, in COVID, it did very well. And then as soon as the gyms opened back up, bro, that was it. Poof. It just went back down. It was like no one wanted to do it no more.
Right.
Yeah,
So
no.
COVID actually helped.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about how, like, when you started and now, like, where is calisthenics and where is this?
Oh, wow.
And what is actually the name of how you call it? It's just calisthenics.
Calisthenics, yeah. Calisthenics is, in Latin, it means the beauty of strength. So anything related to body weight movement and strength, even mobility to a certain degree, is calisthenics. So push-ups, pull-ups, even Pilates to a certain degree is calisthenics. What I do is called extreme calisthenics. It's called freestyle calisthenics.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of gymnastics, parkour, mixed into one. And it's like an extreme sport.
And now what is the world record or whatever, how many times people actually can turn around? I think I've seen 3 times.
3? On one twist?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 1080. There's
Yeah.
a guy that can do a 1080
Yeah, is
now.
that probably Russian? No?
Who is it? No, I think it was a Latino guy.
Really?
Guy.
Yeah, when
doing
I
that.
saw that, I was just
At
insane.
1080, bro, is crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
So
crazy.
when you saw it, you're like, oh, shit.
When I started, bro, a 360 was like, whoa! Now it's 1080, 720s, 900s.
But that's
it's crazy.
so cool that's
Yeah.
developing. That's where we're going now.
Like even me now, I'm doing a 540 over the bar. So it's like a muscle up and then a big 540 over the bar. And front flip regrabs and stuff like that. So it's kind of elements of parkour and gymnastics legit mixed into one.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It's evolved quite good, actually.
And then there must be some kind of how to say to take like ideas was from some of the gymnastics stuff what they do in the high bar.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. Majority of the moves are from gymnastics, like a planche, for example.
Yeah.
An alley-oop, giants.
Yeah.
Even the twists, even the front flips and the dismounts, all of that is actually gymnastics. The parkour element is more of a style.
Right.
You know?
But that means then in order to get into this kind of stuff is like, so would you say for people who want to do this, like do both at the same time or maybe start gymnastics and then do calisthenics or just complement each other?
They definitely do complement each other. I think people should start with the very basic.
Right.
Because that's what people forget to do is the basics, push-ups, pull-ups, squats. To get strong, get your body conditioned, because people like to go straight into, on a handstand, I want to fly, I want to do all of this stuff. And then further down the line, like 3 months later, get injured. And then they're out for a couple months.
And I love that you're talking about it, because let's talk about CrossFit.
Oh God!
I want to, because I think I've seen some of the videos you're taking a piss out of like how they do
It's just one thing. It's just one thing that I don't really like about CrossFit. It's just one thing.
But the thing is, like, I've been surrounded by CrossFitters for the last like how time, and basically at this gym I go there, I just do my gymnastics stuff. Whatever I do my workout, I just use their space, and I see people doing even like the muscle up thing. I don't even know. I think they call it muscle up, but to me it looks like they have epileptical, like what's the call? Epilepsy fit, yeah, to me. And then I love my handstands, right? So when I used to do pole acrobatics, so for me it was very important to strengthen my shoulders to do a human flag.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna find. I will put it right now. It's right here. There's a photo where you're standing on me when I'm doing hand.
Oh yeah, that was quite cool actually. That was actually quite
sick.
cool.
It helped that you weighed only like 20 kilos.
Oh mate, I was like a baby. I was such a baby. I actually think I weighed 20 kilos lighter than I actually am now, bro. That's how crazy it is.
So and I need to do my handstand push-ups, and so I think I got to the point where I could do 30 handstand push-ups without the wall or anything, just go up and down. And then when I see CrossFit guys going putting their legs against the wall
and their head touching the little pad,
they put even the pad under
the pussy pad. It's literally a pussy pad. Literally, it is. Come on.
What's up, CrossFitters? How's everyone doing today?
I love you guys. You guys are seriously fit. Seriously fit.
Listen, as long as you can have a pussy pad, we good.
And as long as you get pussy with that, then that's all right.
Oh, shit. But I think the main thing, and from one point, I'm actually giving kudos to CrossFit, because unfortunately, human beings are so lazy to work hard towards certain things. Like, it takes a while to learn a proper handstand.
Yeah.
And me and you, we know that the best.
Yeah.
It takes the while to get a nice, a proper form for like muscle ups, for all those. I can't even do proper muscle up. I do crazy hip hop because I never really got into it and I never been excited about it. But handstand push-ups, I go on bars, parallel bars, go all the way down, all the way up.
Yeah, keeping your belly tight, your scapula
engaged.
engaged.
And it takes years for people to learn these things. And then CrossFit basically offers like, listen guys, hang out with us. You're going to be nice and quick, and it's kind of going to count like you doing handstand push-up.
It literally is like that. Do you know what they do in CrossFit classes? You're actually in the gym, so you must see it. What I don't agree is people writing down a workout on the board and just telling them to go crack on and do it. That's what I don't agree with. Whenever I teach people, I like to be there to correct their form and tell them what's wrong and what's right.
Oh, but you disagree that the coach actually doesn't go with them and sees and corrects them?
Exactly. That's how people get injured, man. That's how people get injured.
Well, it's difficult because CrossFit usually have so many people, so it's difficult to go and be there
Mate,
for
you should have
everyone.
seen my classes when I was in Bahrain. I had like 30 kids per class. I would correct every single one of them.
No, but it's just one of you, man.
Yeah.
You like the Drew, like almost like Drew So Bunny.
Yeah, energy. You just see I'm just scoping everyone.
Yeah, but and as we're talking about CrossFit, definitely I know so many people who got injured. So many people, and especially when they go to all the snatching and getting these heavy weights. And on my Instagram, you can see, like, I don't know if you saw it, I did like this little interactions, like when people did this. It was their like kind of competition day when they just go and everyone does as much as they can. I would just be walking around. I would see like some women and men as well,
Wild
would
shit,
get
bro.
them up and they barely can stand. They're just about to fall over. Like there's no
Yeah.
control, no stability. And I'm like, that is fucking dangerous.
And you're gonna die.
You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
And then to me, it's like, it's why?
I think it's the thrill of. Someone told me CrossFit is the thrill of anyone can do it kind of
Right.
sport. So anyone can do it kind of sport. Like you can get an average Joe that just goes to the gym and to go into a CrossFit competition and see how much they can do.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And I think it's also the battle with ego. Like they
Oh,
need to,
yeah, of
like
course.
I'm so cool and so great.
And they get paid so much fucking money, bro, per competition.
Yeah.
There was a competition in Dubai.
Yeah.
The winner gets £250,000, bro.
Oh my god. $250,000. Wow.
£250,000 to do a CrossFit workout. Damn. I should have entered, bro. I should have entered. I think there was no one my weight.
Yeah.
That was the
And
problem.
then you finally can just tell like that's what's up.
Yeah.
I just recently saw this video. I reposted it when the girl was, so she was doing like a muscle up fish thing, but she didn't even went any way up. She was like this high, like this, and that's it. This and I was
for a
like,
pull-up.
I literally did and I reposted and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
What I'm confused about is it's how they count the form of butterfly pull-ups. That's what. Go on my Instagram right now and show them. Show them.
Yeah.
Show them.
Okay, here.
So you got the calisthenics person with strict form muscle up into a front lever, and then you got fish pull-ups. Look at that.
And that's CrossFit right there.
That's what they call it. That's what they do, and they count that. They count each rep. 1, 2, 3.
And then main question is like, again, I actually had one of the guys who I met in Bali. He's in CrossFit, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. He was doing CrossFit and we met on doing BJJ rolling.
Okay.
It was so funny because I done BJJ only maybe like a couple months prior to him. And
hard, right?
I submitted him, even though
wow.
he was way stronger. But I just knew a little bit of technique. That's about it. That's how BJJ works. And then he just kind of like CrossFit. And next time I saw him, like, yeah, man, I'm done with CrossFit. And I'm like, why? Oh, it's just injuries and stuff.
Because of the injuries.
I think. I don't want to. Yeah, but yeah, he stopped doing CrossFit and just more focused on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff. But yeah, like, so we didn't really talked about, or we did discuss this, like, why we don't go for the proper technique, why we don't go all the way up, pull up, and why not all the way up to do the muscle up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to any of the CrossFit guys and they would have a story about it?
No.
In ancient Greece, they actually didn't go all the way up to the bar.
Oh,
I don't
bro,
know.
here we go. We have to evolve, though. That's the thing.
What is going on with the world competitions? Which countries are the leaders now? Which one you would say? So where are the biggest competitions held?
America.
In States, right?
In the States, LA and in Dubai, actually.
Yeah, so-
LA and Dubai are the biggest competitions.
What do they call them?
WCO, World Calisthenics Organization. Shout out to them. Without them, I wouldn't be the man I am now.
Sweet. And then, so you still competing? You still actively competing? Or?
No, I'm done now.
No.
Yeah, after I actually been done for a whole year. I won the last competition. I think it was like a big 16-man competition.
Yeah.
And in LA, I won that. And then I thought, you know what? I need to move on.
Do you have a video of that competition?
Not that competition, no.
No.
No. Actually, that can you see that video of me holding the belts?
Holding the belts, yeah?
That screenshot was the competition.
The screenshot with
Just
holding...
that.
Oh, because those belts are actually from the thing.
From that organization,
gotcha,
So I
gotcha.
held 2 belts. I held it for 2 years.
Right. And that is a conscious decision that you done with this, or
I wouldn't say done. No, I'm not done. I just
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to compete no more. It just put too much stress. I don't want to compete.
Just adjust wherever you want to be. Yeah, no worries.
I don't want to compete no more. It put too much stress on my mind.
Right.
And I wanted to move on to other things.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the sport. My aim to start calisthenics was to do it for a living, but to get it out there, bro. To really get it out there. And I felt like competing wasn't enough.
Right.
I wanted to get it out there, so I've actually changed into a boxer now. I'm actually a boxer now. So I wanted to get into boxing, influencer boxing, because the scene is crazy right now, and show where I come from. And I think that's the best way for me to go into another sport and to show what I did in the past, calisthenics,
Right.
helped for
the future. It's
for the
like a
future.
stepping stone.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so
I still judge the competitions.
Yeah.
I still go as a special guest, and I'll still go to events, but only for WCO. Shout out to WCO again.
So do you have like this chair with like your name and Big G on it?
Yeah, yeah, I actually do. Yeah. I actually
Okay,
do.
so that is great. So now we can see like similarities in like the big superstars like Dwayne Johnson, who did the wrestling and then moved to the acting, and you know, there's a lot of people getting into that. So that is kind of your path. And then after boxing, you said give me acting. I actually did write down somewhere like asking you about would you consider to get into film stuff as well?
100%, bro.
Yeah?
100%. 100
They would really
%.
like you would need to do all your stunts though. They're gonna really struggle to find your
Yeah,
size.
yeah, definitely. Bruce, I can't even be Bruce Lee. He's dead. Jackie Chan, but even he does it all himself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then that means calisthenics been about 8 years of your life, 9 years
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
life, yeah. And okay, let's talk about you getting into boxing. How did that happen?
I've always
happened?
wanted to do it, bro.
Really?
Yeah, even before calisthenics, I really loved boxing. I
Right.
loved it. I've always been a fighter.
So why didn't you start training boxing?
Scared.
Really?
I was scared. Straight up, my man. I'll say it. I was scared, bro.
To get hurt?
No, I was just scared to get involved
Right.
because I was very young. And I didn't have the right mindset, bro.
Okay.
I didn't have the right mindset to be disciplined. Being a boxer is different.
Pull your thing a little bit lower so I can see your face. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Being a boxer is a bit different, bro. It's
Yeah.
like it's so you have to be so disciplined. I've given up my whole life for just to box.
Yeah, but
You know?
you would say that you were not disciplined doing calisthenics.
I was, but I worked out once a day
Yeah.
for like 3-4 hours in
Right.
the park, recording content and having fun with my friends. That's what calisthenics was.
Right.
You know? But now with boxing, it's become serious, bro. I'm in the gym dying twice a day.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
How many hours?
So
each?
1.5 hours.
So 3 hours a day.
Yeah,
you
3
do
hours,
boxing.
but split. But it's way more intense.
Right.
Way more intense because it's not only about hitting. It's about the reflexes, about your mind, the boxing IQ, footwork, cardio. There's so much to incorporate. There's so much. All my strength in calisthenics, I tried to put it in boxing, but I ended up too stiff.
Yeah.
That's why I had to stop. I had to stop doing calisthenics because I
Yeah,
just got
yeah.
too stiff.
Oh my god. Yeah. I totally
The
agree.
skinniest people in boxing would mash you up, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
They would punch you up because they just know.
When I started doing kung fu, I remember I just kind of stopped doing pole acrobatics and like gymnastics, rings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I remember my coach or Shifu would come over and like I'm doing form, I'm stopping, and he comes over, he smacks him on the biceps on my shoulder, and he's like, too muscly, too tense, too muscly. you need to relax.
It's true though.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true. 'Cause we're like this.
Yeah.
We're stacked like bricks.
And how
you
long?
know?
So you had 2 fights?
Three.
Three
Three
fights
fights,
so
yeah.
far. So when did you start actually properly training for
A
boxing?
year.
It's been a year now.
A year ago, yeah.
Right. So, and comparingly with the first fight and the last fight, differences.
Oh, bro,
yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. My last fight, I took it down off YouTube because I'm hopefully, I don't know if you know the company called Misfits.
I heard
Misfits
of it.
Boxing, so it's like KSI's event.
Yeah.
KSI and Logan Paul when they
Yeah, I heard of them.
so I'm getting involved with that this year.
Dude, I did the music video with KSI.
Is it?
Yeah, I did that music video. I was fighting him. I was the main evil boss.
Sick.
It was the actor's face, but I was fighting him. KSI did the music video called the. Oh shit! I need to find that now.
Oh shit, that's sick.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I need to show you.
Wow, look at KSI. Go on, man.
Yeah. He got some good moves, man, and he was super nice. He was really cool to work with. Okay, now it's gonna be me. That's me in front on the right side, and then he's gonna sweep me my leg, and I'm gonna fall on my back. And I did that take 20 times.
What?
My back was fucked.
Why?
So watch.
Oh.
So that's me. And then there's idea. So we basically playing like these secret agents, like the Matrix concept.
yeah,
And we
yeah.
can disappear and appear again. So he killed me, but then I'm gonna disappear now. Bush, and then I appear again. Bush, and I'm shooting, and then I did the spinning push kick him against the wall, and then he smacked me against the wall.
Wow. I
yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, so did that, and then basically they went through 3 different disciplines. The first one were like the Muminati secret, whatever, who kidnapped him and tried to beat him up. He gets rid of those. Then we're the secret agents, the Man in Black, and then the third one was the special forces would like try to get him.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, something like that. And then he like gets everyone this and that. And then there's the main.
He must have spent money on this video shoot, bro.
Dude, we smashed it in 2 days. It was a tough one. I got also set on fire, but they took it out because it was too violent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So their label was like it's too violent. Look, they smashed the head off, the head flying away, and so now I'm gonna be coming in. Yeah, that's me. So that's me doing a flying punch, the Superman punch, and the shot was so cool because of the sun. Look at it was a sunset, and the director, the guy who is like really famous, he hangs out with Constantine. He does all the videos and stuff, and he was just like losing his shit. Come on, we need to get this shot. Look at the sun is going down, and dush, and then we did the fight. Like, look, I'm way shorter than him. Look how tall he is.
Yeah, but you look good though, bro.
Yeah, but I got the spinning kick. And then here they put an actor's face, and that's not my face. And then here I smashed him through the thing, but that's double. That wasn't him. Yeah, they had a double, and then he comes out, and when he's gonna finishing me, so they had 2 options. So he beats me up, blah blah blah. I did this one reaction. I think I had a mat under, but it was a nasty one. This flip thing.
Oh.
And then here. The first option was he would set me on fire, and then I was like burning, and then they took it out because it was too much afterwards. And then this is what they did. So he would kick me in the stomach, and it would fly in a wall. Bosh, and that's me flying in a wall. So they had the wire thing.
Yeah, to make you spin.
But that was proper concrete wall. So it was proper concrete wall, and they overspanned me, and I got my leg into the thing and almost smashed my knee. Yeah, and I said like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, but we got what we needed, so it was fun.
Obviously did. Look at that, bro. That's amazing.
So yeah, KSI. That's
I took my last fight down because I'm gonna be on his platform fighting, so I had to take.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you, bro. It means a lot.
Yeah.
My debut's hopefully in like 2 months or a month and a half.
How did that all happen? Did they notice you? Did someone?
They noticed me from the get go. So KSI's manager, Mams Taylor, big up Mams Taylor.
Nice.
He saw me on Instagram and he was like, "We'll love to get you involved."
That's awesome.
How much do you weigh? This is the funny story. And I was like, "Bro, I'm naturally 52 kilos."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Bro, what the hell?" He was like, "I can't find anyone 52 kilos to fight you." He was like, "You're gonna have to stack up some weight."
Yeah.
So I can find you a fight. So I'm now 55 kilos, nearly trying to hit 56, just so I can fight people that are 60 kg.
Right.
Because I was like, bro, I'll fight them. I was at 52. I was like, I'll fight them at 60 kg, no problem. They were like, we can't do that.
Yeah, legally it's not allowed.
Legally.
I think. Yeah,
but so if you can get as close as you can, we'll make it happen. So
what is the heaviest you ever been?
Heaviest 56.
56. That's the heaviest you ever been.
Ever been. Bro.
Fuck. I noticed when you stopped getting in a car, I was like, all right, fatty.
I'll take that. I've always wanted to be fat, bro.
Because you're literally now that's what you want, right? It's like, oh.
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. But
okay,
so that's it.
That's it. You just need 56. Or how
55, 54. 54 to 56 is fine.
Then you're fine.
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. Because then you can do a catch weight.
So did you change anything in your diet? Will start eating like crazy?
Like crazy. But no junk food, no fizzy drinks. Just ate clean, but more.
Right.
So it's like four meals a day with a protein shake. I never did protein shakes or creatine or any of that shit. So it's the first time doing it. And it's working, hopefully.
Yeah, nice.
It's working. But it has a big toll on my performance, though. Because I have to gain weight while trying to keep my explosivity, my speed, my agility, all of that. Like even me trying to do calisthenics now is hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's weird, like, you see, I noticed that difference when I was training for the stunt register. I was doing different disciplines. I would do gymnastics, I would do trampolining, I would do swimming. So if you do gymnastics and you try to do swimming in the same time, you fucked. It doesn't work at all. From swimming, you get so stiff. And then trampolining, high diving, that was fine, but swimming makes you really, really stiff. Yeah. But like much more of endurance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you moving from calisthenics to boxing and also getting
mate, bro, just even doing in boxing now, my ass and legs have gone so big since before, bro. Like it's crazy just from moving around so much. And because I'm a short fighter. I've got really like a. This is actually if people watch his podcast and they wanted to see how I fight, I got a really peekaboo Mike Tyson style. So I'm very low.
Yeah.
So I use my legs.
Should we show one of your fights?
No, not really. Nah.
Well,
because the way I'm fighting there, it's not the way I'm fighting now.
Well, the first fight was that the first one when you knock out the guy with the biggest haymaker I ever seen.
Yeah.
Like that thing was flying from kickbutt
I went from over here to here.
from Essex to freaking Liverpool. Like
Yeah,
I
don't know
like,
how he didn't see that punch. To be fair,
Yeah.
I think he was so.
But
tired.
you got him. That's the most important.
Yeah,
you
he
got
was
him.
so tired. He threw a massive overhand right, and then he was so tired I just threw the left, and he just.
Are
Went
you okay
flying.
if I show that
Yeah,
one punch? I will show
So
it
massive
later.
overhand right, and then boom through the left. But that left was so wide and wild.
Yeah.
I was so surprised when I hit him.
Yeah, because you didn't even clocked it that you won the fight.
I ended up chasing after him. I was like, oh, we're on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, and then he did the backflip, and it was like that.
Yeah, and that was it. And then someone threw a fucking beer at me, and I was like, oh my
What?
god. Yes.
Someone threw beer?
Yeah, but as in like a celebration.
Oh.
Someone went, oh, I just threw beer. I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck it, I'll accept it. I'll be wet.
Well, listen, congratulations, man, with the
Thank
new
you, man.
journey. This is it's been a year in. Happy. How is the feeling about possible injuries or feeling? Do you feel any soreness or like struggled with any sorenesses, like doing transforming from what you did to boxing?
The struggle's more mindset.
Mindset.
Yeah, because I for the last 6 months, I haven't really enjoyed my life. Sounds crazy. I'm happy, but I haven't enjoyed my life. I haven't gone out. I haven't partied.
Yeah, no coke, no like,
No heroin.
no heroin.
No
Damn
smoking
it.
weed.
Damn
None
it.
of that shit.
Yeah.
So I haven't really enjoyed my life. It's just been like, wake up. I train my one client. I go to the gym, do my normal boxing work with my coach. Come home, eat again. Rest for like 30 minutes, go to the gym, run, or even go outside. Now it's hot weather, run, come back home, eat, and then stretch, and then same thing, go sleep, sauna.
Yeah.
know.
Did you know that quite a lot of boxers I know, they do a lot of swimming?
Yes.
How's your swimming?
Sucks. I'm a road runner, bro. I'd rather run on the road than get in that fucking water, bro. I'll tell you that now. I only just learned how to swim last year.
Yeah, no, dude, I learned how to swim for stunts as well. I could swim, but I couldn't swim properly.
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah, so I learned all the techniques, how to do breaststroke, how to do butterfly and all that.
Wow.
And butterfly for you, I think should be much easier. For me, butterfly was the easiest one because we have strong shoulders for that stuff. So if you can learn the butterfly technique, that could take a little bit. It depends how fast you train. But when you get that, you're going to love it. Because butterfly
it'd be
also,
good for my cardio as
yeah,
well,
butterfly looks sexy as fuck for your content. Slow
Butterfly
motion.
is that one, right?
No. With two
it's
hands,
that
you go,
one,
whoa.
The dolphin
yeah,
one. Okay.
Yeah. Looks very cool. I did a little video. I'm probably going to put it on. When I was in Vietnam, I was riding my scooter and just saw this beautiful lake. And it was just a beautiful, like, kind of a weather and the lights and stuff. And I got in, put my GoPro and filmed it. And one of the coolest shots, because it also started raining. And I'm just getting in and out of the water. I was like,
Sick,
that is
bro.
sexy.
Sick. That must have been hot, and it was raining.
Yeah,
right?
it was
That's
hot. Like
sick,
Vietnam
bro.
was hot. But yeah, definitely swimming. And also swimming, one of the main things why I do swimming is for recovery. Because like you don't get pressure on your knees when you run.
That
There's
is
pressure on your
true.
knees.
That is
In your
true.
case, because you're very light, maybe that's not a problem. But
I do get pressure on my knees from running. It's the
There you go.
stomping.
There you go.
Because you just unintentionally stomp the ground.
There you go.
Because you just want to make the
I can imagine for
miles.
bigger boys.
Yeah.
Who are 6 feet something
Fuck,
and they
the
weigh like
heavyweights.
yeah. So swimming is the best for your joints and stuff, and also it's really good for the reach for boxing. So you need the reach
The
as big
reach,
as you
yeah, extensions and stuff like that,
Extensions
yeah.
really good. So yeah,
That's
so
sick. I'm gonna
talk
give
to-
that a go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give that a go.
but definitely find a coach.
Yeah.
Instead of just going by
Just go in there and
yourself.
swim because it sucks.
Yeah, because otherwise you just didn't swim. You're gonna have wrong technique, and you're gonna also burn out very quickly.
Yeah, that's what happens. I burn out so quick when I swim, bro.
Yeah, and I used to do the same thing. Shoot, exactly.
Just
now,
dying, you're just
now I
dying in
can
there.
jump in and swim like maybe good 10 length, back and forth.
What?
Not even like feeling I'm tired.
Bro, I can do one.
Yeah.
One leg, get down, like,
Yeah, when I started, the same thing. same thing. And there's some weird like phenomena about people who start swimming. They want to go fast and then they just die.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is like you just need to go slow, pace yourself, figure out your positions,
and the breathing, right?
Yeah,
It's the breathing. It's
yeah.
all to do with the breathing. I feel like I fuck up on the breathing a lot.
100%.
Like I go.
100%.
And I don't breathe at all.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, how are you supposed to do that length
Yeah.
and make your muscles work if you're not breathing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's whether check out some videos on YouTube. There's so many tutorials now, but like the
I'm
best
gonna
is
give
to
that
get
a
a
go,
coach.
bro.
Yeah.
That's sick. That is
buddy.
sick. That
And
is
let
sick.
me know how the progression goes. And when you get any better, come over. We can swim together.
That's sick. David Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a member as well.
And me too. David Lloyd. Whoop,
David
whoop.
Lloyd, link up.
Get it cheaper, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
too
I was
expensive.
just gonna say that. So fucking. How much do you pay, bro?
Almost 200 quid.
Yeah, same. You guys are a rip-off. Well, we're lucky we love your gym. You know?
I go
Sooner
there-
or later, you're going to be begging us to come to your gym. You're going to be begging us. You're going to be like, please. You're going to give us a David Lloyd black card. That's what we want.
Jay just went for David Lloyd rant.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
$210 a month, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's I think
worth
it's worth it.
It's
'Cause
definitely
I
worth
go
it.
there every day. I literally,
Yeah,
I was
same.
this morning, cold bath, swimming, saunas. It's very important for recovery. For athletes, like those athletes who nowadays, if you consider yourself an athlete and you don't do recovery, saunas, and cold baths, stop calling yourself
Yeah,
athlete.
100%. 100%. But you know what? My coach is a professional boxer. He's 15 and 0. And he doesn't like the sauna. He doesn't he doesn't like cold baths. He disagrees with it.
Right.
He just don't like it.
Yeah.
But it does prove that it helps for recovery.
'Cause
But he's made it throughout his whole career
Yeah.
with no saunas and salt. Like,
But it's one interesting
cold
thing.
baths.
It's like it's almost you never had something because you assume that it's not good or bad or whatever.
yeah.
Then you don't have really right to say that it's not good.
Yeah,
Because you never
that is
tried
true,
it.
that is true.
So if he would go on a
He
prop-
never said it's not good.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just
don't like-
said he's never done it.
Yeah.
Why should he do it?
Yeah.
I'm doing well now.
But can you imagine if he would know that actually if he would do those recovery things, his performance would be better by even 5%,
Yeah.
10%, 20%. Like he would change his mind just like that.
How many times do you go to the sauna a week?
Every day.
Every day?
yeah.
Don't you think that's a bit much?
But I don't. That's the thing. I don't spend there hour. I just go for 10, 15 minutes.
And that's it once?
That's it.
Just once?
Just once. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that. Like a lot of guys go in and out. So they go the sauna, then they go cold bath, and they go back to sauna. The most important thing. I don't know if you know that. Maybe you're gonna learn something from today. If you do cold, don't go back to hot. Just go cold. And that's it. Go home. With the idea that cold is basically sits inside you and does all the recovery without you getting back to the heat. So body has to basically heat itself naturally.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what it's kind of builds that. Also, they call it the brown fat or whatever that thing is, like what Wim Hof is talking about and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this now for like good 5-6 years, probably even longer.
Wow.
Yeah, I started during the COVID time. Sitting at home, I actually headed right outside in my garden. I bought this water thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. The actual bath.
Yeah, actual
Sick.
bath. Got a little fridge, which I still have it. I'm trying to sell it, but never have time. And got like these little boxes of water. Just put them in, so they freeze overnight. So you have these clumps with ice. Just chuck them in, and I got average about 5 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold. Like for those who do, usually in David Lloyd's we get about 7-8 degrees when it's good. Sometimes it's warm because it's too many people come in.
Yeah, and dirty as well.
Yeah, oh, it's so dirty. Ugh.
Yeah.
And like I literally shout at people when they go straight from sauna to cold bath instead of doing a shower first. It's ridiculous. And they look at me, what are you talking about? Like, dude, all the sweat and disgusting stuff we have,
It's put in there.
Yeah.
And that doesn't get cleaned until the end of the day.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You don't want to look down. It's just like...
Just get in there and just look up.
Yeah, just look up and just close your ears and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh.
Cool. So yeah, recovery is very important for what you do, and
Definitely, bro. I do the sauna. I do it try to do it 2 to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm,
But I do it where it's like, I don't really go I hit the cold ice bath once.
right.
So I do the sauna for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll chill outside for 4 minutes. Go in the steam 15. Chill 4 minutes. Back to the sauna. Once I'm done, I go in an ice pool.
Yeah.
That's when I'm done.
Oh, you just at the very, very end.
End.
okay.
Very end. Because I used to agree with going cold, hot, but I used to get very sick.
Really?
Yeah, my body just didn't agree with it.
Something, just doesn't not good for you.
Yeah.
And also, I used to really push myself. My record was up to like 8 minutes.
That's
sitting
crazy,
in 3
bro.
to 4 degrees. Yeah.
I tried to do like a boxing round, just 3 minutes
Yeah.
a round, just in there like that.
But and then it's like in this cold one. I remember if you don't have sauna, so you just need to warm up by yourself. Jesus Christ! I remember I did here. I was all shivering, and I did like 100 push-ups, squats, everything. I still was cold.
Shit, man.
Yeah, but that's not good. So one of the someone told me one of the measures is if as soon as your chin starts shaking, out.
You're done.
Yeah, that's it. That's
You're
it.
done.
So
You go all the way in, like underneath your shoulder.
I go all the way in my head. So
Oh,
everything
shit.
in, and then I go up and sit there. Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing what I would like to try, maybe you want to try one day. One of the Gracies, I don't know which one was it. So he's like crazy. Gracies is the BJJ guys.
Yeah.
So he comes up with this idea to put a snorkel and go underwater and sit in a cold bath with the just totally.
So you can breathe.
Yeah, and you just breathe with a snorkel. And I think that's a good idea because it's very important to get that cold also
On
on
your
your face. Yeah, on your head and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now just so many people.
Especially for your fucking head, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
many
God.
people sit there just like to their weights. It's like I don't think that's very good.
You got your whole upper body. Just,
So one day when you challenge yourself by a snorkel.
I say we next podcast we'll do one more podcast, and we set up an ice bath. You know how Kevin Hart does?
Yeah, he does
we
it,
should
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. That would be so dope, bro.
But we need something else. It's already done. We need to come up with some other idea.
Fuck it, we'll do it in the sauna.
Sauna would be better.
Yeah, we'll do it in the
sauna would be
sauna.
something else.
Yeah.
There you go.
OnlyFans.
Oh shit! That's where Chris makes his money. Cool. So training boxing, that's all it is. So now signed with these guys, and then hopefully in about 2 months you're gonna have a fight.
Yeah,
Is that the
hopefully.
idea?
It's supposed to be last month, but contracts didn't go through, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, in the next 2 months, fingers
Sweet,
crossed, I'm going to
sweet.
get one.
And then for your all business endeavors and stuff, do you have an agent? Do you have a manager?
I got a social media manager and a boxing manager. So
And a
they
boxing
take care. They take care of all my inquiries when it comes to brand deals and stuff like that. My boxing manager sorts out my contracts for getting me the right fights and right opponents and the purse and stuff like that.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I take care of my own business. So when it comes to Sparta and like my personal training and clients like that and events,
Right.
you know, I take care of that myself. But yeah, the goal is to open the gym. That's the goal. But I'm not ready yet. That's the goal.
But then gym would be what? Half boxing, half calisthenics?
It will be a functional gym, bro.
I thought you were going to say fun gym. It's going to be a fun gym.
It's gonna be fun. Kids, no.
You can do boxing, you can do this.
It's gonna be like a functional gym. So I want to find a place. We actually did find a place in St. Paul's. I want to find a place where I can put a foam pit in with some mats, a high bar, and also a section where you can lift up some weights. Lift some weights and some boxing bags and stuff. Like I want a big space.
Right.
You know. Want to have some yoga in there. I want to have bits of everything in that gym.
Right.
But mostly focusing on bodyweight training. Loads of bars everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely would suggest you to come to Bali and to check out what's going on there because I think you can get some ideas, good
I've
ideas.
seen the pictures of Nirvana.
Yeah,
I've
Nirvana
seen
strength.
it. It looks good.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
very lush.
Yeah.
It's very, very lush. And I think the way I want to do it is I want to target the normal people as well as the luxurious people that like to go David Lloyd and stuff like that. I feel like you need
like the normal, the poor people and people who can pay some money.
basically, yeah. Because you know what, there's people like me and you. We like David Lloyd and stuff like that. We are in a good gym. We're actually privileged to be in kind of a gym like that. But I also like to work out very gritty and dirty.
Yeah.
You know, my boxing gym that I go at it's nowhere near close to luxurious.
Right.
It's dirty, it's gritty, but I work out way more harder there than I do in a luxurious gym, you know? And I feel like we need to mix up the crowd. That's the whole point of calisthenics, right? You get, that's one beauty about calisthenics. You get mixture of people there, bro. You get the person that grew up with a rich background and the person that grew up on the street working out together. You'll never get that anywhere else.
The gym is the common denominator.
Yeah, yeah.
Bosh. You see, fancy
Yeah.
word.
But you know, you go to a pure gym, right? And you got everyone paying that £20 membership. You don't really get the millionaire in a pure gym. You know, working out with someone that lives in a council estate. You'll never get that in a pure gym. You'll never get that in a David Lloyd either. But when it comes to parkour, gymnastics, even BJJ, boxing, calisthenics, you get a mixture of people, man.
I think BJJ is huge in that case.
Yeah,
in that
crazy.
Area.
Absolutely crazy. Like, I'll be at a my bar park, and you'll get someone that's a bloody millionaire working out there, and you'll be like, wow.
I love you that you just said bar park, because look at here.
Yes.
Look at here.
Look at that.
That is the historical video.
Here with Sparta, street workout and calisthenics team from London.
Big Sparta, look at him in the
Big
back.
Sparta.
More about street workout.
Look at that little dance.
How to get into it, what does it take to be part of this team, and hopefully these guys are going to help me to find out more information what exactly street workout is all about.
Oh my God, look at that size difference.
We have here Anthony Ferguson, Jay Chris, and they also know
It feels like Anthony's standing on a chair.
Hey, Big Spartan. Look at this, bro.
Yeah, that was a joke.
workout started. Street workout started in America.
Sensei. Oh my God, look at all of us.
Is the crew still the same, more or less?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name on the left, standing there?
The Indian guy?
Yeah.
Rix.
Rix. I saw him in Bali. We actually have a photo where I'm doing splits and they are standing, him and another guy.
Sick.
Yeah,
Sick.
like I even didn't recognize him. He was just, oh, Renar, eh. Like, because, you know, he used to come to East London Gymnastics to Beckton and everything.
Yeah.
Actually, not the funny thing, it wasn't you who was getting in trouble breaking stuff. It was Rix who was getting in trouble breaking stuff. He literally, I remember he broke a couple times the pearl bars. He did all of that. And then whenever like the owners of the gym were like saying something to him, he was like, yeah, but I didn't do anything. It's just
Oh,
they
that's
broke.
Rix.
Yeah.
That's Rix.
There you go.
He would fight back.
There
He
you
would
go.
fight back.
Sick. Yeah, Sensei.
It's all the same, man. All the same. Rix is doing his own thing, but we're all still the same.
Yeah. I was like, when did the boom start? Big boom. A really big boom. I was just wondering what's going on in your brain there. It's
I was just like,
I
God
don't know what to
damn.
say. Big
Yeah,
boom. It's
big
just
boom.
massive boom.
Massive. Even my hat says B.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you guys? How long have you been into this? I've been in calisthenics street workout for 1 year now.
But yeah. And this is 8 years old video.
Wow,
Yeah.
bro.
That's crazy. It's so cool to go down this memory lane and just like
memory
looking
lane,
at this. I'm that's why I was just so stoked that you finally made it. Then we can talk about this. So yeah, since we saw the big Sparta here now in the video, how is he doing now?
He's doing well, man. He's got his own businesses here and there. Can't really talk about his businesses, but he's doing very well.
Yeah.
He's doing very
I know
well.
that he was in Spain. I think I was skydiving in Madrid, and I was like
No
trying to
way.
get in touch with him. Yeah, but he was too busy doing businesses.
Yeah. He's doing well. He's actually getting back into working out again.
Right.
You know how life just gets to you, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to focus on certain things and you can't have time
Yeah.
for yourself.
Whatever excuse works for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he was injured actually.
Okay.
He was injured for a
That's
long
a good
time.
excuse. Yeah.
He broke his wrist.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he can't do anything.
Oh shit.
6 foot.
I really like
five.
his
6
energy.
Foot 5.
Yeah,
bro.
tall boy.
Trying to do what we do is insane.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome that you kind of opened that up. So, do you think you're a champion mainly because you're so small?
I wish I could say yes.
It's great that he's further away from me. Can't reach to me. Oh, but with that haymaker, you probably could.
I could say it wouldn't say it's easier.
But it's advantage.
There's weight categories.
Yeah.
There's weight categories. If you there's one of my friends, he's called Daniel Lazens.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6 foot, I think he's 6'3". So if you go on Instagram, you can see it. So big shout out to Daniel Lazens over. He's proven to be a champion, a Latvian champion, 6 times Latvian champion and a world champion, and he's heavy as well. So it's not just because I'm small, I didn't become a champion. He's heavy, 6'5",
Yeah.
80, 90 kg.
Daniel's Lizans. Here you go. That's the Latvian pronunciation.
That's how you say
Lizans.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly how you say it.
Oh, sick.
He made it. He got really, really popular because he's so big.
Yeah. This is very random, but I see if you ever heard of this guy. We actually used to study together in university. His name is Gins Valdmanis. He was for a short period of time. He was in calisthenics and street workout, but then he went into bodybuilding. I don't know if you ever never seen this guy. I think he was also like, and he was hanging out with Latvian crew because Latvian crew was pretty big in calisthenics because they had one of the first competitions was in Latvia. You remember that or not?
No, I
Because
don't.
I think you joined like after that time.
I definitely did.
Yeah, because they had the World Championships in Latvia. Yeah,
That's where it started. Yeah, the World Championship started in Latvia. Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty cool. I kind of forget about how actually sometimes Latvia is pretty cool.
Yeah, they are, bro.
Because the other thing, like when we were talking about who were the first starting stuff, like calisthenics Russians, then the free running started in Latvia by some Russian kids.
Wow.
There's this very old video. I forgot the name. And the guys filmed it, and it was crazy. I had him on my podcast, my Aussie stunt guy friend, and he was talking about how they in Australia would see this video, and that wasn't even on YouTube, or that was one of the first videos on YouTube ever, like coming
Wow.
up, yeah. And they saw it, and they were learning from this kid in Latvia, post-Soviet Union country, because like these guys were so jealous, because in Latvia we had a lot of these buildings which never got finished when the Soviet Union collapsed.
Shit.
So you have a perfect playground
That is perfect.
for that.
Perfect.
Yeah, and so it's just crazy how these things evolve.
It's crazy how in Eastern Europe there's so many buildings like that though. 'Cause when I was in Russia and Ukraine, bro, there was just buildings that weren't even constructed properly, but people were chilling on there.
Yeah. In Latvia, in my little town, there was a fucking crazy story. Basically, they realized the dogs are disappearing. And then they found dog remains in those little houses, the ones which are not finished.
Oh.
So basically, some homeless people were catching dogs and eating.
Eating them. That's disgusting.
Latvia, what's up?
It's disgusting. I thought Asians were bad, bro. You want dog? You want dog? No.
How was your experience in Russia, by the way?
It was amazing, bro. It was good. I really loved it.
Yeah.
I really loved
When
it.
did you go there?
3-4 years ago.
Before all the obviously stuff happened.
Before
Yeah.
all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I actually was in Kiev when the war started.
No.
There was tanks on the street in Kiev when I was there.
Shit.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on? I didn't even know.
Did you went do some pull-ups on the front
I
of it?
wanted to. They didn't even let me touch the tank. They were like, go away. But Russia was a great experience, bro.
I think I have a photo doing a handstand on a tank in Portugal, but not real tank. Like it's the old school, like the one that's
okay.
left, whatever.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Russia
cool.
was a good experience. They were just very shocked that a brown man was there.
Yeah.
Very shocked.
Who are you, my
Yeah.
dear friend?
Yeah. Lucky I had people taking me around, but I just had random people taking pictures of me because I had tattoos and I was brown.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because the second one, not the first one. I don't think they cared about your tattoos. Yeah, it's
They're
just
like brown.
Well, listen, dude. First time I ever saw a black person was when I was 21 years old,
What?
and I was in hip hop championship in Germany. Because I used to do hip hop, I was in a crew, and we were competing in the world championship. I literally saw the black dude on the other side of the street, and what I did, I went over to him and said hi. And about an hour later, I was in his house eating a sandwich, and that's not euphemism for me sucking his dick. Just
He definitely sucked his dick.
true
He was
story.
like, is it true he's big?
Yeah, true story. But the thing with him was he was just quite fresh from Africa, and he was a writer who lived in Germany. And I just started chatting, and my English was probably very, very basic. But we just kind of like hit off, started having conversation, and we just became like the pen pals, like sending emails back and
Sick,
forth.
bro.
And that's in Latvia. We literally didn't have any black people.
No way.
But now, if you go to Latvia, it's obviously it's way more multicultural. Like so, we have more.
Yeah.
We have black people, we have Asian people,
A lot of mixed race.
a lot of Indian people.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of mixed race people in Eastern Europe countries.
Yeah.
A lot of them. When I was there, the only black people I would see is mixed race guys.
Yeah.
They'll be half Latvian.
Yeah,
half
because like
this.
usually they end up Latvian women are gorgeous, and
Yeah.
black guys are just like, and they treat them much better than the Latvian men.
Yeah.
Because Latvian men basically are super. This is a true fact. Latvian men are so spoiled because in Latvia demography is 3 girls on 2 guys.
Wow.
So guys can
I
be
heard that.
as that's why they're fat, ugly, and they don't give a shit. They don't really care about themselves. So only like very like small amount of people, of men actually take care of themselves. Rest of them just let go, and they still gonna end up with a gorgeous Latvian girl next to them.
Well, wish
you
I
go.
lived in Eastern Europe.
Hey, there you go. But your girlfriend, where's she's from?
She's English. Bro.
Oh, she's English.
English.
And she doesn't have anything to do
No,
with.
she actually
Yeah.
looks Eastern Europe. She
Oh,
gets
okay.
that a lot. But yeah, English, bro.
Oh, cool.
English. I was with a Russian girl long time ago.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fun.
Yeah?
It was fun. She just couldn't leave the country. Russia.
Couldn't leave the country. I got the chain for her. Like she couldn't go anywhere.
She couldn't leave.
Oh, so she couldn't come and
no
be
way.
with you.
No way.
Oh,
No
oh
way.
well.
It was like dating. I was dating a Russian girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like time for me to go home.
Uh,
And she was like, take me with you. No, I can't.
no,
I can't.
I can fit in the bag.
No. Green card? No.
No, we don't have those in the UK. We ran out of those.
Yeah.
Hey. There you go. That's what's up. So this last final part, this is all about being like the big G. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, bro.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, and this part is also like kind of a little bit fun part.
So, I have a big daddy in this studio today. Say what's up.
Hey. I am your father.
I dare you to maintain straight face while we're having this conversation.
It's really hard.
Lower down the microphone. How many times I have to say that?
I'm sorry. Oh wow, that laugh sounded weird. Oh man.
It's difficult to just speak normal because you think like you have to pretend.
Oh, see, look, I was about to speak very low.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
This is one of the most serious podcasts. Just saying, everyone.
This is dope. I can't lie. I would sound like this at least 10% of my day.
Yeah, because there's a certain gas for this to get very high pitch. What was the gas?
It's in the balloons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the balloons, right?
Even the laugh sounds so evil.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that it's gonna be that much fun.
Oh, this is so fucking joke.
It wasn't like helium.
That's it, helium.
That's it, helium.
Sound like an evil plan. That's it.
No, you should say release the kraken.
Release the kraken. Damn, this is so dope, bro. How did you do that? Imagine doing this for all your Instagram videos. That would be sick. Imagine going on Tinder, talking to bitches.
I love how you try to make your face more evil, but it's... Okay, this is way too much fun. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to normal.
Oh, yeah.
How weird is it now to back to normal?
That sounds so weird. So weird.
Oh my god. Yeah. So the third part, like, is there anything more else serious to talk about? So calisthenics, Bosch. That's been 8 to 9 years of your life. Smashed it. Now you're still going to be doing once in a while judging and just appearances and stuff.
Yeah.
Then boxing has been for a year now. Have no life, no sex, no drugs, just boxing all day long. Your girlfriend is probably one of the happiest persons
Oh,
ever.
she is not happy at all.
And then in the future, the big goal is to open a gym eventually. So now all focus is on the boxing
Yeah.
career. And I wish you all the good luck, man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
I hope next fight is. Do you think it's gonna be in UK or is it gonna be in States?
The next ones I think it's gonna be in Berlin. Fingers crossed, but it's gonna be in Berlin.
Okay.
So I think my debut is gonna be in Berlin, and then the big one, I'm gonna win the Berlin one. I know I am. I'm just gonna put the energy out there. I'm gonna win that, and the big one will be in London, back in London again.
Well, when it's happening in London, I hope I can get an invitation.
Oh yeah, no, you're there, bro. You're there. You're
I
there.
would love to. I would
Definitely,
do. Well,
bro.
I want to do the interview.
Yeah, that would be
before and
sick.
after.
Yeah, that would be sick. I'll be like on drugs, bro. Oh, bro. Winning a fight is like a crazy dopamine, bro.
Oh no, it is. I know. I did the fighting only when I was very young. I did karate competitions.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it's nothing as close as like like this event, everyone is there for you. It's like we would have 3 tatamis, like where there's like competitions happening.
Yeah.
But it's all about in your head. Like when you go win that opponent, it's
You're like,
insane.
yes.
But this one time, one of the worst experiences I ever had, the guy kicked me in the fucking chin with a full might, and I thought he's gonna break it. I almost like got knocked out. I couldn't chew any food or suck anything for the next like.
Well, you want to
2
suck some
weeks.
shit?
No, candy.
Oh.
You want to suck some shit?
I was like, what? Hang on.
Yeah, no, it's not. But like, yeah, I totally agree that the feeling of winning
Yeah.
stuff is incredible. It's
And
incredible.
getting hit in the chin is
Yeah.
hard.
That's
bro.
what they say about clipping the chin. You know, someone
Yeah.
clips the chin.
Chin, sternums, and the rib shots, bro. That they're so underrated.
Well, in the end of the day, anything what's gonna go strong, it's gonna go strong. It's gonna fuck you up.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Cool, and that's the serious stuff. What else? Did we miss anything?
Not really, bro. Just life is different now, bro. Life is. I'm way more focused now.
That's awesome.
And I think because I'm 28, I'm getting to that point in my life where shit has to be done.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
shit has to be done. If I want to, like, my plans is to be a millionaire, bro. If
Yeah.
I want to get to that status and to be comfortable in a couple years, I should have started ages ago. But I've only had to develop the mindset, like, I would say 2 years ago, to focus on starting a business, you know, getting money in a different type, getting money in different types of ways, not only in one way.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I used
yeah.
to just personal
Multiple
train.
streams of
I used to
income.
just personal train.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it. I never thought that I would be getting sponsored by brands. I never thought I'd be doing campaigns and stuff like that. And I would never thought I'd be modeling. I would
Right.
never thought I'd be doing any of that.
You modeling as well?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What is that you don't do?
Do you know what it is? My manager actually told me, you can model if you don't get your face fucked up. You know? So if the more you box, the more chances you got your face fucked up.
Yeah, but then sometimes they need models with fucked up face.
Yeah. But look at AJ, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah,
The face of Hugo Boss.
yeah. Here you
And
go.
Under Armour.
Yeah.
And he's big brand.
There you go.
You know? But he doesn't bruise easily. But you get the UFC MMA fighters,
Yeah.
bro, they look broke. They look broke up, bro. Their face looks fucked. But still, some of them are still doing very, very
Yeah,
well.
actually, the guest before you, his
I
name is.
see, actually. I saw him, yeah.
Jess, his last name. Oof. He's basically had cauliflower ears and everything. Like he used to be a proper fighter. He was in a movie fighting Johnny N. Donnie N.
Who's Donnie Yen?
Donnie N is the. I'm saying it right. Donnie N. He was in a. Shit. Yeah, one of the fighters. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. I'm probably gonna cut this out. But where I'm going with this, yeah. So he was MMA fighter, and they do get like cauliflowers, everything. The cauliflowers obviously gets more from grappling and stuff.
Yeah, for being
But-
in the clinch and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, yeah.
And the mindset, but in my head was straight away like you said, like I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
What is more important for you? To just do what you want to do and just be happy and fulfilled, and instead of like thinking about, oh, there's a quite big focus on the financial side of it.
The thing is, the way I grew up, bro, I grew up very poor, you know? Just quick update on my life. I grew up, I was born, my mum gave me away as soon as I was born, so I was adopted
Wow.
by a woman called Josephine. That's why I got so many tattoos. They always tell stories. I was adopted from birth, and my first adopted mum passed away when I was 10. I went to foster care,
Wow.
and then I got adopted by my best friend's mum at the time, you know?
Shit, because I was listening to that podcast. You didn't talk about that.
Not really. I try
Wow,
keep
look
on
at
the
you.
D,
You
though.
open up. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Yeah, I try to keep
thank
on
you
the
for
D,
sharing.
though. No, it's all right,
Thank you
bro.
for
It's
sharing
all right.
that.
I feel like people need to know certain things about certain
Yeah.
people's life. You know, I grew up very poor, bro. I grew up, but I didn't have anything. I didn't have no knowledge, no nothing. I didn't have
Yeah.
nothing. Didn't even have family. Don't even know anyone blood related to me. Even till this day, I don't know no one blood related to me.
Are you serious? So no
No one.
siblings, nothing.
No one.
Wow.
Yeah. The only person I know that's family is my Spartans, bro.
Right.
That's
right.
my family.
Wow.
They might not be blood related to me, but they're my family. You know. So that's the story. And till this day, I'm like, I wanna build something now. I wanna build something, regardless if I didn't have a family or didn't have the financial status. I want all of that. So I want my kids, my future kids, to grow up in I would say the right way, not the way I grew up. I grew up
Yeah.
on the streets, bro. I got raised by the streets, you know. And I started to get mature only till now. You know, it took me a long time. You know, all my friends are in prison. All my friends back in the day were in prison and stuff like that. I could have been there, bro. I could have been there, but I had the right mindset to drift apart, and I kind of got lucky as well. I kind of got lucky. So yeah. So now my focus is, when I say I want to be a millionaire, is to help my future kids, so they don't have to do what I had to do when I was a kid. You know.
But this is the interesting one. This is the interesting one. The question, what I think Joe Rogan also asks over and over, whether people who grow up with adversities, people who grow up with difficulties,
Yeah.
those are usually people who make it. Those are the people who are driven. Those are people
Yeah.
who succeed.
Yeah.
When you grow up and when things are served you on a silver platter, the result is very opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it's interesting. Like, I grew up in quite tough, like, I wouldn't say nothing even close to what you did, but I had father alcoholic, mom was going crazy. Me and my sister, from very young age, we had to be independent. I would be like cleaning shit from the barn when I was like 10 years old.
Damn.
That's how I started getting my gains.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how
when
you ended up being fucking wedged.
Exactly. I have a photo where I'm like 13 years old and I'm standing there with like the whatever you clean the barn with thing and just holding in my hand, and I'm just like having like lats, everything.
Shit.
But now when I look back to it, I would say like that's the best childhood ever, because I learned what it means to work, what means responsibility,
Yeah.
what means that if dad is not going to be there, then no one else is going to do it. So
Yeah,
you have to do it.
You got to do it yourself.
So
Yeah.
those things. And I would say as a kid, I was very often, I won't say a lot, but very often I was like, this is just not right, or this is not fair, because my friends are playing on the street, they're doing stuff, they're having fun, and I'm slaving in a fucking barn, or just like doing like picking potatoes, which is like for someone who's like hyperactive, who wants to do stuff, well, it very, you know, I need to
That's
sit,
very slow for you.
yeah, and I just sit there and doing this boring stuff, and I was like, my life sucks, you know, kind of thing. And then obviously when I get older, and then I realized how driven I am. I was one of the first ones who got the job, like even though I was studied in university, I was like all the time about how to get better and better. And then I could see friends around me, they didn't even give a fuck because mommy and daddy is looking after them,
They
you
got
know?
them, yeah,
And then,
yeah.
then now I want to ask you, like, do you think it's actually a good solution that you give everything to your kids, or you figure out how to make them still work for those things and still...
I was going to go the Jackie Chan approach.
Yeah, or send your kids when they're 9 years old into a school
Not
and
that,
just
not
let
that,
them
not that
there.
approach. I mean, like, if I ended up having millions, I'm going to make my kids work for it. That's it.
Is that what Jackie does?
Yeah.
With his
so
kids?
he said he said that he's
Yeah.
not going to give his kids
Yeah.
his money if he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so that's going to be the reward
yeah.
for me. When I was a kid, I never had that.
Yeah.
If my dad told me or my mum told me, if you go to university, you go to school, and finish, you end up with 50 grand in your account. I would fucking do that, bro. I would be
Yeah.
so good, you know. But I never had that, so I fucked around and got kicked out and shit like that. So I didn't do that. I feel like the right approach is to teach them properly. There's certain ways of teaching kids. You got to know your kid as well.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Some kids just like doing that. Just like going to school, like to learn and stuff. And some kids are hyperactive like me and you and want to do something physical. You know, I want I wish I got put into boxing when I was younger. I wish I got put into gymnastics when I was younger. I wish I got put into things and activities when I was younger, but I never. My activity was the streets, bro. I had to go outside and sell shit. That was my activity. That was my way of grinding.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I don't want my kids to do that. I don't want my kids to be like, oh, dad's not going to do it, so I'm going to go get it myself.
Yeah.
I want them to do it the right way. That's it. That's literally
But you
it.
see, the funny thing is, like, who knows what is the right way?
That is true.
See, that's the funny part.
That's true.
And over and over when I say, because like my sister, she's, you know, very successful with her and her husband. They're like wealthy and everything. And looking at their kids, sometimes I'm asking question like, because like the way we were raised, like obviously my sister wants to give more.
Yeah.
But then now you can feel that pushback of kids when they are spoiled, when they, you know, do this and that. And like, oh, I did wrong choices and I didn't spend time. Like, that's why, like, I'm also really would like to have kids one day, and I just want to have that experience. What does it mean to be a father? To be, you know, to get your child to teach how to ride a bicycle, how to do surfing, how to do.
Yeah.
I'm like super excited about that. To have that camaraderie, that like we have this connection, and I think the best way, at least in my head now, is like you just need to treat them like your friend. Someone who you can guide
and trust as well.
And trust and all that. And the other thing I think is very important to raise your kids traveling.
Yeah.
Taking them to the different places to show different experiences, because one of the problems is with the developed countries, people just sit in that bubble where everything is on, you know, beautiful and great, and
Nice
everyone is
cars,
laughing, nice
this,
cars,
that.
and that, and that.
Yeah.
But then when the first time I went to Indonesia, I went to Jakarta and I went on my scooter just riding around. I went to the slums.
You got humbled.
And dude, it was incredible. In slums, I would see these kids just wearing little shorts or whatever, having nothing, playing with garbage, literally. There was like these canals, stinky canals. And I was standing on that bridge. I took my helmet off. I was standing looking and I was crying. Like my tears were going down. Because like, how can we possibly complain about the way we were raised, at least looking at my past, whatever.
Yeah.
Looking at these kids like they have nothing, but they have the biggest smiles on their faces and they run around, they do their thing, you know?
That is true.
So if one day I'm going to have children, I would just love to take them there and show them, you know, this is what it is. And like to show the values, there's certain values which are way more important than any of this material crap.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
So
100%.
That is a tough one. That is a tough one. And I know that a lot of people who grew up with difficulties, they think that their purpose or their mission would be to have their kids to live much better. They don't need to struggle for certain things.
Yeah.
But again, when
there's a certain degree, right?
Yeah,
There's a certain
exactly.
degree. Like you see me with my chain and stuff, like my nice clothes and a nice car. That was just to fill my own ego, you know. But when it comes to kids, it'll be a bit different.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It'll be a bit different. Yeah, man. That's why.
But do you think there's some kind of a feeling of proving that you prove to your environment that you can achieve things?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. That's ego though, right? That's ego.
But do you think there's going to be a point where you realize like I don't need to prove anything?
Of course.
When do you think that's going to happen?
Not anytime
when
soon.
when you're going to become a millionaire?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Not anytime soon.
You
Not
like
anytime
sit in your yacht, you know, like looking at your fucking villa, whatever. Like, I feel
When we
like
can have this podcast in my mansion, then I'll be satisfied. I wouldn't even be wearing no bling or any
and then
nice clothes.
and then you're gonna be just like wearing like simple clothes and saying like I don't need anything else.
I don't need anything else. I got this, you know. But yeah, I think like for me the materialistic things, I stopped actually buying a lot of designer clothes. I used to be so designered up, bro. I used to buy so many. But then it got to a point now, I'm 28. I was like, it's such a fucking waste of money, man. Who am I impressing? I like to feel good. That's the difference between me and the relationship with materialistic things. Material things make me feel good. So as long as I can feel good, that's all I give a fuck about. You know? That's literally the way I live my life.
Yeah, I'm
in
much
a sense.
further. I just feel comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable is good as well.
I go around with sliders and just like shitty shorts. I don't care. I'm just like I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm in the next stage.
That's good. So it works for different people, you know? It works for different people. I like to literally feel good. If I feel good, I behave a different type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel more confident within myself. Like, bro, I grew up hard and I grew up very small. I'm a small guy. Right now I'm 5'2". Yeah, that's still very, very small. But I was smaller when I was younger, so I had something to prove.
Yeah, Eastern Europeans call it a meter with a hat.
See, there you go. That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious.
How tall are you? I'm 1 meter
with
and a hat.
Yeah, and heels.
But the cool thing, what I love about you is that you can be the smallest person ever, but like your personality is massive.
Oh,
and
thank you, bro.
And that's awesome.
Thank you, bro. It took me time to develop that, though. Before, I was so shy. When I was younger, I was so shy, aggressive. I was so hood, you know? Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. You know what I mean?
I think
kind of thing.
because we reached those spots. I think we kind of satisfied that hunger. We satisfied that feeling of we need to prove something to someone or whatever that is. I can say the same thing. I used to be way more cocky, but it's about the age and how, as our DNA develops. Like when we are younger, we're in that place. Like as soon as we reach our puberty, we are basically genetically ready to multiply, to make babies.
Yeah.
But for that, we need to attract the opposite sex, saying, "I'm ready." So this when you see the National Geographic, these birds dancing with a very fluffy hair and stuff. That's you buying Gucci and shit. That's exactly what it is.
Then you get the wrong woman.
But you don't know that. Your DNA doesn't know that.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, your
that
DNA is
Your
all about...
balls will fucking just want to speak for you. Your balls and penis is like, yeah.
Oh, my Gucci, check out.
Yeah, bro. But it's crazy how back in the day, the women I used to attract were like gold diggers, bro.
Yeah,
they were like literally gold
and you
diggers.
didn't care.
I didn't give a shit. Did not give a shit. Now it's a bit different. I can see through shit. I can see through.
But
that
also,
shit.
you want different things from those people.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you want like future possible partner to build family. What the fuck are you gonna do with a gold digger?
Yeah, trust me. Fucking hell, they would just do nothing but spend your money.
Nice one. Listen, I love this exchange. This was awesome. Okay, let's go. The last part we're going to talk about is going to be movies. And since you don't read any books, we're not going to talk about books.
Nah,
And
do you know what? I want to read a book.
well, you know what you do? You take a book
And read
and
it.
start read it.
You know what, bro? I really want to read a book, but I've got this.
Do you listen audio versions or not?
I can.
I have ears.
I can, but my brain just drifts, bro.
Really?
Unless I'm really interested in it.
Well, find
Like
something that is
podcasts,
very interesting.
I'll listen to podcasts all day.
Yeah. It's much different.
Especially if it's someone that I like, you know?
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan, I can listen to him and Mike Tyson talk all day, bro.
Yeah.
And Snoop Dogg and all of these people talk all day.
We should be so grateful that they're podcasts. We should be so grateful that there was this Joe Rogan. I need a button where I press it and it goes, "Oh, hail Joe Rogan."
Yeah, yeah.
Every time we mention, "Oh, hail Joe
I would love
Rogan."
to meet him one day. I guarantee he'll be so nice and humble. But I feel like without podcasts, people like me that don't read and really try to listen to audio books,
yeah.
what are we gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
And Instagram, social media is really very good because it helps for people like me that I just watch quick reels and it just motivates me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go on YouTube and watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, 100%. And it's very interesting that they're talking about how those reels are like super like up there now, but then also the long content actually is getting more attention as well.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting time because I think there was a point where like people just would be very, very short attention span and just like quick. But then all of a sudden podcasts, and did you notice that Joe Rogan just released his 2000 the first podcast? Or
what?
It's insane. He's done so that is 2,000 multiplied by average 3 hours. That is fucking 6,000 fucking hours he's been talking to someone. That's right.
Damn.
2,000 multiplied by 3, 6,000. Yeah.
But you can only get to know someone by literally sitting there and having a conversation, though.
That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this.
That's fucking amazing.
That's one of the reasons. And I know you for how long? You know, but like we
9
haven't
years,
you know, connected for quite a long time. But even then, when we would see each other in gym, it's not like we're gonna be sitting there, hey, Jay, how are you?
How's the missus? You know, you never say stuff.
Tell me
like
about
that.
your childhood.
Yeah, that would be so fucking weird. Imagine that in a gym. Hey, tell me about your childhood. What the fuck? This guy's weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I started doing this. And like some of my really dear friends who I would have, like one of them as example, Mike, who's a stunt guy. he was like, we were having this conversation. He's like, oh yeah, I play bass guitar. I was like, what? I know you for so long. I never heard you play an instrument or whatever. All these little things, and it's great. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, people, let's go, people. So Conor McGregor, before we even discuss him, I think you are Conor McGregor of calisthenics. What's up?
Do you know what? I get that a lot. And that's what my calisthenics organization, the World Calisthenics Organization, that's what he said to me.
Yeah.
He said to me, you are literally like Conor McGregor.
There you go. You just need to start making whiskey at home.
Yeah. And
bring it.
Start doing some stupid ass shit sometimes. Sometimes he does some crazy stuff.
So about Conor straight away, I want to ask you. I actually wrote it down. Don't read it.
Okay, sorry.
About because I have so much respect to Conor and what he's done, what he's achieved, like where he's coming from. Like there's so many beautiful things, even like how he treats his wife and like how she's always been there for him and he always been with her. It's just a lot of beautiful things. But one thing what does bug me is what he did with Khabib and how he would really dig into like being just an asshole towards him. And just tiny part of me just hopes that Khabib was on it.
Yeah.
And they actually in the backstage they go, yeah, bro, what's up? Did you see how everyone believed that we hate each other? I just really hope that could be.
That was real, bro.
But that was real. But
yeah.
So my question to you is like, do you think he overdid it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But it's sold, bro.
It does.
That's
but
why.
do you think it's worth it to hurt someone, almost the entire nation?
In Conor's perspective, I can imagine in his head, he didn't give a fuck. He's got that I don't give a fuck attitude. So he wasn't thinking on there. He was just thinking about becoming the status he is now.
Yeah.
That's all he gave a fuck about. And in order sometimes to get to a certain point, you have to tear down towers, bro. And Khabib was one of them towers.
Yeah.
I think he was looking at it as a business perspective. He wasn't looking at it as like a personal perspective.
Yeah, because I do agree it. I mean, I think like
if he didn't do that, because I used to think, oh man, why are you doing that? You went too far, you know. But if he didn't do that, do you think he'll be the man he is now?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Probably not. That's true. But
exactly.
My question is like, is it worth it to succeed to pay that price to get where he is now?
He probably learnt the lesson from that.
Yeah.
I feel like he did. I feel like he learnt the lesson from that. That's not me just trying to bum lick Conor McGregor. I just feel like he's learnt a lesson from that and he's never going to do that again. So even now, when all his last fights, they've all been pretty chill.
Yeah.
They've all been pretty chill. No mouth. Obviously, it's a little bit.
Lower down a little bit so I see your pretty face.
No mouth.
I'm just visioning right now you bum licking Judge.
Conor McGregor. Oh my god, you dirty bastard.
Because you just said it. Like.
Even when him and Floyd Mayweather, them two had their
I think that was different. I think that was very obvious.
Staged.
Yeah,
staged. I wouldn't say staged, but they both knew what they were doing because they're both very good at it. They're both very good at it. Mayweather earned way more money than him.
Yeah.
So he was like, I want in, you know? So yeah, I think it was just more of a business perspective.
But still, I really hope that maybe that actually Khabib was on it. Because that would be beautiful. How beautiful that would be. That would. You know what I mean?
I feel like in like a year or something, they will meet one day.
Yeah.
And I think it will just be more of an acknowledgement, like...
respect.
Yeah, that's it. But I don't think it will be like... I don't think it would
Hey,
be
bro.
like, hey, how you doing?
I
No way.
smash you.
Yeah, no way, because Khabib really hated him.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I smash you.
Oh, my God.
Because I do think Khabib really hated him for doing that.
Yeah, no, well, that was big one.
Because he even went after the whole team, right?
Yeah, it was the whole... I mean, like, the pinnacle was the attack on the bus and throwing shits in there, and it was like... That was the pinnacle. But that was like proper hooligan stuff, so...
He is Irish, bro. It's in his blood to be aggressive and violent like that to a certain degree. I know this because I live with Irish people, so they...
Well, funny enough, I did 2 seasons of Vikings in Ireland. Some of the most loveliest people ever.
They are.
They can be a little bit mouthy or like, but they strong with their opinions and all that. But some of the nicest people.
Yeah.
So.
I think every race has their they're
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that. But
Speaking of race, do you know what is your background?
yeah, I'm Filipino, and I'm 3/4 Filipino and 1/4 Mauritius.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Have you been to Philippines?
No, I was gonna say yes. I went when I was like young, but I don't
Oh,
remember it.
shit. How did you find out that? Do you have like
My social worker when I was younger,
Yeah.
told me
Oh,
what
told
race
you.
I was.
Right.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't really look too Filipino because I had Filipino friends. I must be a mix. And
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
like, you are Mauritius and Filipino.
And Mauritius, are they? What complexity are
They're
they?
black.
Black. Oh,
Black.
okay.
Black and French, Arabic,
Right,
colonized
right.
country.
Yeah.
You know, but their skin color is black. But
Nice.
some of them are French and some of them are Arab.
What do you think about this craze when they did the DNA testing to figure out who is what part what? I know I'm for sure 95% black.
Imagine that, bro.
My attitude, what's up?
Imagine that, though. That would be crazy. I think the technology nowadays, I think it's insane. You'll never know what you're...
I have a funny question for you.
Go on.
About talking about race. You know, when like someone is mixed race, so their mom is white, dad is black, or other way around, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So nowadays, you don't hear very often that they would use, you know, N-word or whatever. Well, they use N-word and other things, what black people do, because they say, I'm half black. But why there's no one coming in and saying, wait, but other half is white. So how can you be someone who's actually half white, still can say all these things and still take this stuff from that culture? Why you don't identify yourself as white person, but you identify yourself as black person, especially if the case if case is 50-50, you know what I mean?
Some people are more in touch with their black side. My ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
she's mixed race.
And
And she was way more in touch with her black side.
Right.
But physically, she was more in touch with her white side.
Yeah.
It's very crazy. It's very, very crazy. But it's...
Because it's almost like it gives you like that free card, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it kind of does,
you know,
bro. It kind of does.
Because you don't hear anyone walking around and saying like white power or whatever. Because now it's super obviously
Yeah.
racist and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. Like obviously, there's no place now when someone says like, "Well, I deserve white privilege," because like you're gonna get stoned or whatever.
Yeah.
Not in that way stoned. Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird for me. Like, and someone is not even fully half black. They can be like 1/3 black.
Yeah.
And they still go use all the language, does all these things.
It's
and
more
then,
of a
like,
culture thing as well. It's more of a culture thing
But
as well.
also
Like you
they-
get the Mexicans in America, they say the N-word on a regular basis. bro.
Yeah. That's
You know?
that's one is interesting.
It's in America, it's crazy. They use it as like a word.
Just slang, like
it's slang,
bro,
yeah,
like-
exactly.
Like the Arabians say Habibi, no?
Habibi,
Kind
yeah.
of.
Even though you're not their brother, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're like Habibi. So I'm not your brother, but okay.
Do you know what sharmuta means?
I've heard it. That's a bad word, right? That's a bad word, right?
I was doing stunt work in Egypt and I learned what sharmuta is. And I was calling people left and right sharmuta. And they were kind of laughing. And then afterwards, everyone called me sharmuta because I became like, it means bitch.
That's so funny, bro.
Sweet. So that's Conor McGregor. Next one, we have a Floyd Money Mayweather. Is that his official name on a passport?
Nah.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
That's like his boxing name.
Yeah.
I think his name is Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Oh, okay. Because his dad's was exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I find it interesting why you can come up with a different name for your son. Why it has to be exactly the same.
I feel like they want to
Maintain the legacy.
yes.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to boxing.
Right.
You know, boxing is it's in their it's in them, bro.
In their blood, and they want to continue that.
Yeah. Especially if they earned fucking their whole life was just about it.
If you were gonna have a son, what's gonna be the name?
Oh, bro, I have this conversation all the time. Do you know what's crazy? I'm gonna call him JJ Jr. I don't care what anyone says. I'm calling my son JJ Jr.
It's not gonna be Smallspartan Junior.
Nah, that would be weird. That would be weird.
Small Sparta limited edition.
Oh my god! I had this dream, bro, that I
Sequel.
named all my kids, girls and boys, in the letter J.
Yeah.
So Juliet.
By the way, is your girlfriend quite tall? Because you...
No, she's short as fuck.
Shit, your kid's going to be
she's
even smaller
5
than you know that.
I think she's like this much taller than me. Yeah.
I think you should get like a tall lady and then have like tall kids.
That would be weird. That would be like, you're not my father. What the hell?
No, wait. Say it.
You're not my father.
Oh no, I should be saying that.
You're not my father.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to say, I am.
I am your father.
No, you're not.
No, but it's true. I can never imagine that.
Okay, so what about Floyd? He had that big scandal in the past about him beating people up and stuff. Was that dropped? Like beating women?
What?
Yeah, there were like charges and stuff. You should look into your idol.
I don't really
records.
look at the bad things.
Just focus on the good stuff. He's rich.
Yeah. I just liked what he did with his career.
Yeah.
I really love what he did with his career. Even till now, he's like, I think it's like 40 something, 47.
Yeah.
And he's still boxing, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he's messing people up still. And he's got broken hands.
Yeah. No, I hear. I don't really follow boxing, but Joe Rogan just praises him all the time, and it's like and
he's very disciplined, bro.
Yeah.
Very disciplined. 47 years old, and he's still doing the same things as when he was 20, and still trying to maintain all the other businesses that he has. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and his mindset. I watch a lot of videos of him in the gym, just hitting the bag, talking to the camera. And bro, this guy's incredible, man. At his age, you're still doing what you're doing. How are you doing that?
Yeah.
How are you doing that? I want to have his mindset. Obviously, I would love to have his money, but his mindset is what got his success.
Would you take the money if I would give you now? If I would give you like $100 million
For what?
or no, just in general, or in 10 years you have option to make $300 million, but by yourself. And then you can look back and say, I made that
How
money
old am I?
myself.
28.
Or I just gave it to you.
Shit, that's a tough question. Say it again. Say the question again.
So the basically the story of this whole thing is whether you, when you're older, you can look back and say, I made it, or someone just gave it to me. Like the whole idea, I can't even...
It's easy. It's easy to say. It's easy to say I want to work for it.
Yeah.
Than if the money was right here. If the money was
Yeah.
right here, and I'm touching it.
Yeah.
If I'm
The streets come back, right?
yeah, if I'm touching, I'm like, bro, thank you
fuck,
so
I'm
much.
running away. Renars, what's that?
Yeah,
Gone.
yeah. The thing is, I got a different mindset now, so I would probably take that money and invest.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll use it wisely.
And then years later,
And-
just bring it back to me.
Yeah, but here's your money back. But if I'll try work for it. Definitely try work for it. But mindset would be like, if the money was here, I'll definitely take it and work. I'll still be doing the same thing, but use that money wisely.
Yeah,
You know, buy my mum a house. You know, start a couple businesses, open that gym that I really wanted. You know. Yeah, and help my friends and family. That's what I would want to do, you know. But still pursue with the career of what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You know, that was a good question, bro. That's a very good
Hey,
question.
first one today in 3 hours.
Yeah.
First good
It's been
question.
3 hours.
No, it wasn't.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, your wife is gonna kill you.
Oh, bro. She's already killed me.
Okay, Mayweather. Then we have Joe Rogan. Oh, hail! 1, 3, 2.
Hail
Oh, hell,
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan. That felt weird.
Well, where do we even start? Where do we even begin?
Again with the podcast, I think he started something which helped a lot of people to actually sit down and listen for once. You know, I was very stubborn to sit down and listen to someone, especially some old twat talking about
Mushrooms.
mushrooms and weed and certain things that I'll never talk about in life, but it's actually opened up my mind. Just listen to him, you know. I think he's a G. I think he's a G for that. Other than that, I really wanted to know what it was like when he was younger. I need to go really deep into his old school podcasts. I think the
they're so
podcast
cool.
the podcast I watch of him is because of his guests.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I listen to him. But other than that, and the way he questions his guests, you will never get that on any other show. You know,
It is really cool.
like I don't know if you watched him and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I've seen. He has a couple or more than a couple. Yeah.
With Mike, but Mike is a tough guy to speak to. I can imagine how tough he is to speak to, but he managed to open him up.
Yeah.
bro, you know, it's amazing.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, and that's one of the things what I'm on that path of like learning these things because I'm usually
because you did the same with me, bro. Like you made me open up a little bit to the point that it's like I'm comfortable with you. Joe Rogan's really good with that.
And when you come on podcast 2000, I'm gonna open up the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's no homo. But yeah,
Stop it. Give me no homo. But yeah, Joe is some amazing. I'm so grateful that that guy is there, and because of him, there's so many podcasts happening, and so many things are changing.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
We
There's
need
so
more of that.
so many people that I didn't know of. You know, but because of Joe, he's opened that up for me.
Yeah,
You know,
100%. And then we have Mike Tyson.
the legend, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
you actually wrote that. Legend.
Yeah, I did write legend.
Yeah, you did write legend. He is a legend, bro. He's a G. I can relate to him a lot because of his life and upbringing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I idolize over him. And you hear it here first because no one ever knows. But that's my boxing style now. So I love the way I love his work ethic. When he was younger, he was the youngest heavyweight champion of the world. I really loved his mind back then, and he got molded into like a. He was like a robot, bro. He got
yeah.
molded into it.
Because he got hypnotized by his coach.
Yeah, his coach was like his dad,
Yeah.
and he treated him like his son. And I think it's amazing, bro. I wish I had that when I was younger. I wish I had that when
There's
I
a
was
movie coming out, Mike Tyson, isn't it? Isn't it Jamie Foxx playing him?
younger. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's soon. It should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
But he's sick, man. I loved his mindset when he was younger. A bit aggressive, but I could relate to it. That was the reason why he was a.
Because obviously we had when you have such a rough childhood, you're gonna have those demons going on and
Yeah,
stuff.
bro, massive demons, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine like for you to have your upbringing, like how, angry you can be as a child. Like, why am I the
Why
one
me?
with that? Why me?
Yeah.
Because I was like similar, sitting in the fucking field doing the potato shit, and I was also
And you were
saying,
like, why me? Yeah. And then you realize, hang on,
Yeah,
I don't mind.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. But
yeah.
it would help if you would have it those days, if someone would come and say, listen, this is you learning what does it mean to work. This is you learn the lesson out of it. And how great it would be if you would have a mentor. Like that's the thing, the mentorship. And that's why when I'm saying about people, I'm thinking also more about like who has been your mentor in your life as well. And I've been lucky to have a couple of those and very random people who I met in my life who were like kind of mentoring.
I have
me.
loads of them as well. Loads of them as well.
Who do you think is like your biggest mentor?
Normal person, not celebrity.
It could be anyone who you think you looked up the most. And
Oh man, there's so many people taught me different things. Though.
but what about someone who has been your actual person in your life, who is face to face saying to you, Jay, man, like do this or do that, or
My Spartans, bro. Each and every one of them.
yeah,
Each and every one of them. They all have a big part to me now and my career and my life now.
Beautiful.
They all taught me something different. We're all assholes to each other because we love each other, but we all teach each other a lesson. They humble me, bro. They humble me a lot.
Yeah.
All the competitions I've won, all the trophies, all the belts, all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
life-changing experiences, they've always brought me down to planet Earth,
Yeah.
Instagram followers, the social media, they always brought me down to me being me, and they've always taught me to be smart, because where we come from is hard.
Yeah,
You don't get the opportunities, you don't get that, so you got to be smart and use your brain.
Yeah.
As well as you using all your muscle and everything else, use your brain for once in your life, because I never used my brain at all. So yeah, my Spartans and my mum, my stepmom that adopted me, the second one, and my first one, my two mums, they both.
So the first one, she passed away when you were 10 years
Yeah.
old, right? And
Yeah.
then your second one, is she still alive?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you guys cool and all
yeah,
that?
she
Oh,
came to
that's-
my last fight actually.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She was pretty disappointed because there was not a lot of blood. I won, but she was like, there wasn't enough blood. I was like, oh, thanks, mum.
Wow, that's the mom you want.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, my brother, even my brothers, my stepbrothers, they played a big part to
Yeah,
my life. Yeah. So many people teach you so many different types of lessons.
Yeah.
Even all my ex-girlfriends.
Oh, 100%.
All of them.
We learned so much from relationships.
Yeah, so much, especially about yourself. I was such I was pussy whipped, bro, when I was a kid. Like pussy whipped. For those that don't understand what that means, it means like I would do anything for a female, but good and bad. You know, I would do anything, whatever they wanted, I would do it. There's a certain degree now I would do.
So why do you think, I'm almost like looking from psychological perspective, like a shrink? Why do you think is because there was some kind of a urge or search for like this love or this like attention, something like you didn't maybe get as you were younger, or
A bit of both, and I was just sprung in general. I was
Right.
like, wow, I'll get a fucking hot chick.
Yeah.
That was literally it for me. But now it's like I'm focused on what I want, and what I want is career. So
Different
it's
priorities.
It's different, yeah. Before, when you're younger, that's all you. Once you have a taste of something, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I like that. You know, like crack.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, exactly like crack. But yeah,
Nice. Okay, on that note, now we have films. So let's kind of just brush it through because we're already been doing this for long. So Bruce Lee movies, it's a specific movie or there's a lot of movies? Or
it's called the Bruce Lee story. That's what it's called, the Bruce Lee story, where it's very motivating for me.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know about Bruce Lee, he's just a guy from Hong Kong.
Right. I read his autobiography. So
Crazy.
it was, for me, what I learned, what I did not know about him, he was very rebellious. He was very like against the system, against the
yeah,
sheep. He was like,
yeah.
even before he got in martial arts, he was just
Yeah.
like, I want to do this or I want to do whatever.
Oh yeah, even like him imagine him back in the day, a Chinese man going to America during the time where it's racism, and trying to show them what kung fu is.
Yeah.
Imagine how hard that was.
Yeah.
He created the legacy for fighting in general. You know, so that motivated me as a calisthenics point of view.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to get calisthenics out there, just like Bruce Lee was trying to get kung fu out
Wow,
there.
you're just not like McGregor. You're also like Bruce Lee.
I'm really
of
trying to
calisthenics.
push the movement, bro. I'm really
Sick.
trying to push the movement. Bruce Lee, on the other hand, I got a lot to relate to him because he's small.
Yeah.
He's small
Yeah.
physically, and his personality is big though.
Yeah.
Very
That's
big personality.
Very similar like you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I love that movie. I would watch that movie over and over again. I made my missus watch that movie. She fell asleep halfway. I paused it and I got mad at her. I was like, "How dare you? Do you know who?" She didn't even know who Bruce Lee was.
Where did you find her?
I got offended, bro. I got so offended.
Where did you find
I
her?
had to teach her who Bruce Lee was. I had to pause the film and tell her what's going on in the film, blah, blah,
That
blah.
must be very frustrating.
Oh, she hated me, bro. But now she understands.
Because I know the feeling I hate also when someone, you show your favorite movie. In my case, it would be like Ratatouille or some other cartoons.
Oh, Ratatouille is sick.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's so
Yay,
sick.
Ratatouille. That's
It
what's
makes me
up.
hungry, that film.
Yeah, and it makes me horny.
What?
Yeah, because there's so many times I would bring a date, we would lie in bed, and I would just, we're just gonna put something in the background. Most of the times it was Ratatouille, and I end up having sex during the Ratatouille, like maybe like good like 7-10 times. And so
What?
now every time I see Ratatouille, I just get horny.
That is absolutely insane.
Okay, so next movie, Law Abiding Citizen. That's a fucking movie.
Crazy movie.
I watched it a while ago, and I just kind of rechecked the trailer, and I was like, "Come on, Garrett Butler. Garrett, how do you say his name? Garrett
it's
Butler
Jared.
or Jared Butler.
I think so,
Like he's
yeah.
from 300, as you
Yeah,
mentioned before.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
his acting is insane. But in that movie with Jamie Foxx, with that movie, it was just like, you destroyed my family. I'm gonna destroy
I'm gonna
everything.
destroy
Right?
everything,
It was just
yeah.
like. Anyone who has in their life like a grudge,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But for him, it wasn't a grudge. It was more love,
right?
and passion. In my eyes, he did all of that out of love and passion.
But also, he wanted to destroy the fucked up system. I think that was as well.
'cause
Like
the
he
system
didn't.
fucked him up.
Yeah, because
That's
he
why.
didn't want that anyone else have to experience this.
Yeah, yeah. Because imagine he was like, and he was part of the system. That was the messed up
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
about the film. His job was the brains.
Yeah.
And no one knew that about him because it was so
Secretive.
D-lo. It's
Yeah,
so
secretive.
secretive and D-lo. It was crazy. And for someone to be in the system and the system fuck you up, he must have felt so like enraged that his passion and love for his family just shined through. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck everything else. You can take everything.
Yeah.
I just want to ruin everything. You know? That's why I love the film, because it it was motivation for me. I wouldn't say a grudge. I want to tear down the world, but it was like his family meant so much to him that that's all he wanted to do was to destroy the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last film, Avengers. Did the
The new one come out.
no, the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy, are they considered to be Avengers as well? Not really, but they kind of teamed up at the end.
They're in the movie.
Yeah.
But they're not the original Avengers.
Okay, I have a perfect part for you from the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, yeah, you're more like that raccoon, but
You're a prick.
but in this case, you're gonna be Groot, and you have to say that. Oh wait, and go.
I am Groot.
No, I just wanted to use that thing. So yeah, out of all of these characters, which one is your favorite? Like the main ones, we have Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and no one wants to be a Hawkman because he has no fucking special skills. He can just shoot arrows.
It's really tough, bro.
It's probably Black Widow, I'm guessing. You just want to be sexy, who kicks and stuff.
She is hot
She's
as
smoking it.
fuck. Oh, bro. Her childhood is pretty messed up as well. I don't know, bro.
Hulk is a little bit too out there.
No,
Hulk.
it's not even hot, a little bit too out there. He's not the same Hulk.
Oh yeah, right now he's a wise Hulk.
He's very chill.
Yeah.
I like the old Hulk.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Hulk smash. I like that Hulk. You know?
Wait, say that.
Hulk smash. Yeah, I like that Hulk.
I didn't like the other Hulks, but to be fair, I like Thor.
Yeah.
Thor.
I worked with him, with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah? Was he
Hemsworth.
good? Was he a nice guy?
We worked on Men in Black.
Was he
the last
tall?
one. Yeah, he's 6'3" or something. Like, he's tall. Like, he's tall for me. For you, it's like.
No, he's like a tower.
Yeah, super nice guy. Very funny. Like all the time, joking around, constant.
Is
sits
it? Yeah.
there.
It's
yeah.
Australian, right?
Yeah, Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah.
So he's bloody hilarious.
Yeah.
I like the Avengers, bro, because it made me zone out. It made me forget about life.
Right.
That's
right.
literally
Well,
why.
Sometimes is one of the main things about movies.
Yeah, I got obsessed with it, bro. Like I'm a little geek inside this hood body, but every time I'm on a plane, Avengers.
Yeah.
Just so I can zone out, and the next thing you know, I'm off the plane.
Actually, for me, one of the main characters is Captain America, but not because of Avengers, because of the actual original Captain America movie.
Oh, yeah.
How he was from that tiny little skinny dude who was like.
It's like steroids.
He was. he was all about the principle of like saving and being this courageous guy. There was a bit where someone dropped the grenade, and he just jumped on it and said, "Everyone, run away, hide."
Yeah, that part was crazy.
Yeah. And then the flag thing, remember when he took the flag off? Everyone tried to go up.
Yeah.
He just undid the thing, pole fell down, and he just untied it. And like, here you go.
It's fucking incredible. Yeah, I think their movies are really good for... I feel like that's why it really hits, that it really blows up, because it's really good for kids to relate, to be like this fantastic person.
Yeah.
You know, but they still got responsibility. All of them, they got responsibility.
But do you think the newer Avengers are doing that? I think the old ones did that.
Yeah, the older ones did.
Yeah.
Like the new one, I didn't like the way it ended.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. Like I was like, now there's another one. There's another one. There has to be another one. Like why? But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It was 3-hour film. Fuck me, waste of my time. But bro, it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of special effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but we almost done. The last thing what I usually ask to my guests is, give me a bomb of wisdom. A bomb of wisdom for maybe someone young, Jay, somewhere who maybe wants to pursue calisthenics or whatever that is, to be fair. Like, what would be your suggestion and for people?
So I always say this on every interview, and I always push this, what I'm about to say. If they don't give you positive vibes, positive energy, you shouldn't give a fuck about them. All the negative energy that you get, you're a mirror, so reflect it. Reflect it. Don't let it get to you. That's what I want to say to people. So if they don't give you positive energy or vibes, you shouldn't give a fuck about them. Doesn't mean tarnish them, but in through one ear, out through the other. Just life is so short, man. Shorter than me. So you just gotta like. You pressed the wrong button, didn't you? So you just gotta enjoy it, man. You gotta enjoy it. Take life. Don't take life for granted either. Take every opportunity, like any opportunity. All the things like I've only just learned how to swim last year. I'm 28. I'm 27, and the only way I learned how to swim last year, I know we're going off topic, but is I jumped off a yacht. That's how I learned how to swim. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump off this yacht and swim.
Because the smart decision.
Yeah, it was dumb, but I did it. So yeah, just take every opportunity, enjoy life, and don't take things too seriously.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place to take things seriously, especially if you want to enjoy your craft and you really like doing what you do. But at the same time, enjoy it. That's
Yeah.
it.
I like the bit about like the don't listen to negative stuff. Don't listen to naysayers and all that.
I think too many people listen to negative stuff. That's the problem with people. And that's how. I don't know if you know about men's mental health. It's spiking up right now, and it's because of society. Society is crazy right now,
Yeah,
bro.
you're opening like a very huge can of worms there. There's a lot of
it's
stuff
crazy
going
now,
on there.
and there's a lot of responsibility for us men, as well as women, of course. But there's a lot of responsibility for both sexes.
Yeah.
And it's very how do you say it? It makes you. It's exhausting, bro.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. We should all just be one. You know, that's it.
Nice one. Let's finish on this one, man. Dude,
My guy, I thank you for having me.
such a
man.
pleasure to.
Hey guys, please like, subscribe, check out our Instagrams, and yeah, all of
Oh
that jizz.
shit! Let's. Oh, this is a little shitty song here. Oh, it's one. And then we say bye with these.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, we made me feel such a man.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Blah, blah, blah.